Ladies and gentlemen, we are wired sideways. That is the God's honest truth. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dinner and a Game. How has everyone been?
Better with KY?
We're all sus. We are all sus. We're all
just
Let's go. We're all sus and ready to go.
That is
was brilliant.
That is pretty much it, yeah. That's exactly what you're in for, ladies and gentlemen. Run now, save your sanity. Dinner and a Game is back, and we are going to fuck shit up.
Okay, so if we already don't have sanity, do we also run, or is it just
no? You guys are doomed, so you stay with me.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I just wanted clarification.
No, that's cool.
We are the chaos.
It is always good to get clarification on where exactly you stand on the I'm damned meter. Whoops, that was loud. But you stand firmly on the meter, so you're there.
On the meter. We stand
on the meter. Yeah, you don't even rank. You don't even you don't get measured on the meter. You're just on the meter. Period.
We are the meter.
You're standing on the meter, and you're going to be completely devastated.
I'm still standing. Better than
Oh, God. And they're serenading you, ladies and gentlemen, because they want to avoid what comes next. All right, guys. It is Tuesday night, and on Tuesday night, we play our Emerald Sanctums World of Darkness Chronicle, which is a World of Darkness game. World of Darkness was made by White Wolf Games. It's now currently been produced by, oh my God, what's the name of that video game company that bought it recently? What wasn't recently? It was last year. Paradox, I think.
I lose track.
Well, is it the one that's making the new vampire
video games? Yeah, the vampire video games. Yeah. So.
Oh, crap, for real?
Yeah. No. And the vampire game looks really good.
It actually looks really cool.
Yeah. And so it's going to be, but they now own everything that is comprised with Vampire the Masquerade, and I think they own Werewolf the Apocalypse and Mage the Ascension. And several other new books, and so they don't. I don't think they own Changeling. I don't know if even Modifius owns Changeling. It's a long story involving lots of drama, and we don't have time. But we're going to be playing Emerald Sanctums, which is our chronicle set in Seattle. And it involves lots of different types of supernatural creatures, from fae to vampires to mages to werewolves to lions, everything you can think of. Lions and tigers and werewolves and bears and everything else too.
I'm sorry. Oh my.
That's
Better.
And you have all been decayed. Anyway. So, but we are going to be getting into that in just a few minutes. I just want to take a few minutes to say hi to all my amazing players. How you guys doing tonight? Everything's all good?
Ready to go? Let's go.
Yeah.
Over.
Tonight, we are greeted with a bunch of folks who are going to play some amazing characters for you guys, and I'm going to play the part of torturing all their characters for y'all's entertainment. So, yes, thank them for making the sacrifice, and we will hope that everyone has the spoons to make it through the evening.
You can't torture me. I torture myself.
That's right.
Can't do shit to me if I do it first.
Well, let's start with someone
it's
who
shaking, torturing. Helps.
Let's start with someone who is high on the list of people to be tortured this evening. Em.
Hi.
How are you doing, Em?
I'm doing great.
You seem really eager.
Considering what I know and what I figured out.
Oh, what you know and you figured out, but your character has no idea.
She has no idea. Bless her heart. Bless her little heart.
Yes, bless her little heart. And who are you playing tonight, Em?
I will be playing Lady Rosaline, who is our lovely she, who is questioning a lot of things right now.
Yes, including her decision not to marry a certain gentleman.
I wouldn't call him a gentleman.
Oh,
He's not. I wouldn't call him that. He's not.
Speaking of that, Milagros, what would you call him? Or should I say, who are you playing tonight, and what would they call him?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna call him my next victim. So I'm playing hi, I'm Milagros. I swear I'm not like this in real life. This is my outlet. And I am playing Pandora Sideris, our Black Fury sort of werewolf.
Sort of.
I mean, like,
There's a lot of technicalities involved, and
honestly, she's currently tripping, but not really, just from staring at a stained glass dome. But her main concern right now is Finn being sus as fuck. She doesn't like him. I don't like him. There's something wrong there. He's too pretty. Okay, it's not okay. Like white men who look like that and know they look like that. There's something wrong. Absolutely not. And like this is basically her adopted pack. So she's getting more attached and more protective.
so here's a good question. By adopted Pat, and I need to go back to you and ask you this about your character. What is Pandora?
What do you mean?
Well, you said a pack. Pandora is a what?
She's a werewolf.
There you go. Not everyone might know that yet. I don't think except for the first couple episodes, you haven't even really done a lot of transforming yet.
No, not really.
And Lady Rosaline, what is she?
She is a she.
Which is a type of fae.
Mm-hmm. And those who do not know, the spelling is Sidhe.
Yep. And it is she. Dun dun dun. And we will be seeing plenty of both of those characters because I think that's where we might start tonight. But speaking of other folks who have had lots of lately lots of drama, Sphinx. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I am strangely enough drama free in my personal life.
That is wonderful.
Knock on wood composite.
And I say that's wonderful because that means that I don't have to worry about any drama I inflict on you here.
Oh my god,
dear.
Because you can
My
take
dear
it.
sweet Penny alone. Leave
You
my
can-
dear sweet Penny and my dear Tati alone. They've suffered enough.
Well,
Sorry, not allowed.
you know how it is. You know, you gave me loved ones.
Protect my loved ones at all costs.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes the GM needs a chew toy.
And
So
sometimes the world needs to be reminded why I basically created a World of Darkness version of Harry Dresden.
So what are you saying? Gonna burn everything down?
Oh, gonna.
So
Burn
let's.
it.
So Sphinx, who are you playing, and what are they?
I am playing Emrys Malik Grant. He is a mage, aka a wizard of the Order of Hermes. He's basically the group dad for all intents and purposes. And he is lots of times not so much like blow things up first, ask questions later. But he's definitely dipped his toe in that pool just a little bit, much to everyone's chagrin.
We've had some incidences of dad rage.
Dad rage, indeed.
Excellent.
Blowing holes in people is fun.
Jonathan, how have you been,
Hey.
sir?
I'm kind of tired today, but I've been good. I'm just really kind of, for some reason, tired today.
You want me to let Mark just kind of hang out in the background tonight?
I mean, I kind of feel like that's probably not happening too much, but it's not going to bother me either way.
I can't hear you with the
I-
sound of you drinking specimen jars.
No, literally, dude. Like, what was that?
Did you in fact drink formaldehyde? We don't know yet.
You know what I
took
do know, though?
damage.
I didn't take any damage, and
my
I'm feeling
God.
fine.
No, you
That's
soaked
fair.
it, so you know you took some damage, but you're feeling fine because you're what are you again? What is Mark?
I'm a werelion who can regenerate, which is why I probably didn't consider the consequences of my actions too much.
Yeah, some of the supernaturals really do get a god complex way too early on.
Ah, yes, Gangrel Primogen.
We are not dealing with
Mr.
that right now.
Primogen is going to die.
Mr. Primogen.
Mr. Primogen's going down.
There will be a defeat in Mr. Primogen's future for sure.
Just put Mr. Primogen on the list.
On the list.
I do have a list, and Mr. Primogen is on it.
Oh my god.
That's all I ask. He's on the list. We'll get to the list at some point. We'll go down the list. I promise.
Speaking of someone who's always on the list, Ivy.
I don't know what that means, and I don't like it. I don't know what list I'm on, but like, okay.
Never mind. You're okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
my brain just went
Or-
brrr.
so Ivy, who are you playing tonight?
Yeah, I am playing Vera Rhoda. She is a Lasombra vampire. She's my angsty, basic anime nun, failed nun vampire. She's lovely.
Because every failed nun becomes a vampire. The Catholic Church doesn't want you to know that,
Is that
but
how
it's
it
true.
works? She
It's
is-
completely true.
She is
Oh
a
shit! So I
gun-toting.
should have gone to a convent after.
She is the gun-toting best friend of Emerald. she's a joy. She's dealing with trauma at the moment.
And trauma is what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of trauma, hi, beautiful wife. I love you so much. Are you muted?
Yeah.
You're muted.
Muted.
You're muted. Perfect timing for more trauma. Say hi.
Not yet.
So, who are you playing tonight, beautiful wife?
Victim number 1.
What is her name and what is she?
Lady Sunny Danum. She is a satyr satyr, not cedar. Man,
It's
Okay.
it's Google Translate. It does its best. Continue.
thank her. Yeah, this is just messing with me, man. I cannot get off. Ugh. Maybe we need to change the closed captioning.
And so Sunny is a satyr, and that is a fae.
Yeah.
And yes, there is a correct spelling. Thank you very much. And we are all going to be experiencing a lot of trauma tonight because this is what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. I find everyone's greatest fears and then I make them come true, and everyone gets to do the dance, and then we all go to our separate rooms and cry. But in the midst of all their suffering, there is opportunity for you, our loyal viewers. Because if you follow us here on Twitch, you will be automatically entered to win this set of D&D core rulebooks that we are going to be giving away when we hit 1,000 followers here on Twitch. We're at 651 right now, so we're creeping ever closer. This is a box set, so it comes in that slipcase. It has the DMG Monsters Manual Player's Guide and the DMG Monsters Manual Player's Guide, and it is the foil cover version, so they're shiny, they're amazing, they're gorgeous, and they don't look like everyone else's books. So if you do decide to open it, crack it open, and take it to the game store, you'll be able to tell your books from everyone else's. We are also going to give this away when we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, because that will give us the opportunity to brand our YouTube channel, which is something we very much want to be able to do. But right now, we do not have enough folks to do it. You have to have at least 100 subscribers, and we're sitting right at 90. So if you guys go and subscribe on YouTube, we need 10 more subscribers. If we can get that, we'll give away a set of these books for that as well. Now, also, if you and you can see our link tree in the chat to find all these links. Hey, Cripwalker. And then we're also giving away on TikTok when we hit 1,000 followers there. We're going to give away this, which is a 3D printed 4-story tall tower. This thing is like 11 inches tall, 9 inches wide. It has 4 separate floors to it. It has 3 sets of stairs to get up there. The roof has a hatch that opens and closes. The front door opens and closes, and the actual entire thing breaks down into individual components that you can store in a box so you don't have to leave it set up. It is primered white. You're going to have to paint it yourself. But if you look on YouTube, you can find tons of tutorials for that. And we're going to give this away when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. And we're at 860 or 870 now. We keep on just creeping in there. And finally, for tonight, if you tune in to us tonight, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the break. Now, you must be present to win, but I'm changing it up a little. Let me make sure I updated this. No, I didn't. So I'm changing up the giveaway a little bit. It's like, no, I didn't. I screwed up. I did not update it, and now I'm going to mad scramble to get the right picture up. Last week we were giving away minis from a creator called Loot Studios. They make amazing minis, and we were giving away a bunch of minis from their latest set, which is kind of like their version of Dragon Wars. There was 2 dragons fighting over a city, and we gave away almost all the minis in that set. We've gotten down to the last few. I don't know if everyone just disliked the last few, or these are the guys who kind of fell through the cracks and no one really wanted. So instead of giving away those last few minis that are pretty much, the bottom, they're still gorgeous. These sculpts are great, but these are minis that no one really showed a lot of interest in. So I'm going to go ahead and skip those. And what we're going to do is we're going to change over to another studio called Archvillain Games. And we're going to do mini giveaways from their new line. Now, that new line is called the Tomb of Demons 2. And this is the line. Now, these guys are just as amazing as Loot Studios. They are incredible sculptors, and this is set around devils, and which is odd, demons, I mean. And in the back, there is a demon prince, Orcus. And he is on a 250 millimeter base. He is absolutely huge. He stands, I think he stands, when he's printed out, he stands like almost 9 inches, 10 inches tall. And it is a gorgeously detailed mini. We're going to be giving that one away, but not tonight. That one's going to be a special giveaway. What we're going to be doing tonight is all these smaller demons down in front here, we're going to be giving away one of them. And yes, it is Orcus. We're going to be giving one of them away tonight, and we'll be giving away one of these every single show until we've given away the entire line. Plus, we're going to give a special giveaway for Orcus, and a special giveaway for his seneschals there. And the one on the left in the back is a bust. I don't know if anyone collects busts, but we can talk about that one if we want to give that one away. But we'll go ahead and give one of these minis away every single show at the break, leading up to the big giveaway for Orcus and his lieutenant. So be sure you're tuning in here. We will be doing a contest when we go on break, which is around 9:30, and we'll be going break for 10 minutes. And when we get back, we will close the contest out and select a winner. So, all that being said, how's everyone doing? Again, okay? Everyone's all right? Is everyone ready for some emotional damage?
Let's
I'm
go.
ready
Yes.
for. I'm ready for what's coming.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm good.
Why a goat man?
That's what I call the seneschal. He looks like a goat man.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, demons.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the seneschal is a gorgeous model, though.
Save
They're all
me,
gorgeous.
goat man.
All right. Monster-sized monsters. Yes, monster-sized monsters. So, when we left off, and our intrepid group had retreated to a horizon plane that was controlled by a wizard who was a master of the mind sphere of magical energies. And they had gone there and done that in order to rescue Penny, who had gotten her mind entrapped with their, I don't know, prisoner? Is prisoner the right word? Maybe. But she had gotten her mind kind of trapped in with his when she was trying to remove his memories, and she botched the roll, and they kind of did a Vulcan mind meld, but they were locked in place. And they were worried that to get her out, they were literally going to have to kill Penny and then try and revive her in order to break the connection with Eric. But they've discovered that there was this one wizard who could possibly do it. They brought them to her Horizon Realm, and a Horizon Realm is literally a small reality that the caster creates for themselves to put themselves outside of harm's way. And so they took her Penny there. the sorcerer agreed and said she could help save Penny if they left Eric, who is a once in a reality creature of a were alligator that was successfully embraced by a vampire and has created a creature called an abomination, which is an insanely powerful animal. And normally, as part of the process of being made, the few abominations that have actually lived, they're usually driven mad by the process. Somehow, Eric seems to have retained most of his faculties. So that's one big oddity. And the other one is that, he was unaware of his apparent condition of being a were creature until just before he was embraced. So everyone agreed to this arrangement. After she had separated Penny's mind from Eric's, she went and bound Eric to the gurney he was laying on with magical bands of force. And then she asked everyone if they wanted to see what her plans were for Eric. Everyone basically jumped on board. She began taking them upstairs from her laboratory in the basement through the old ancient Victorian mansion that she had in this plane, and she began leading the group upstairs. As she was leading that, Pandora kind of wandered off because, she's bored. And she went to lay down on the floor and stare at a stained glass dome over the entryway. As she was doing that, Finn, who is
Mr. Sus.
who is Lady Rosaline's betrothed, possibly, maybe,
We don't know yet.
pulled Lady
Formerly-
Rosaline aside on the pretense of talking to her about what their plans were now that they've gotten Penny safe. And he began talking to her about the fact that they could stay here because this place is apparently outside of time. And Rosaline, of course, was resisting. And something happened to change Rosaline's mind. Maybe. Kind of.
Fucking did something.
Pretty much.
Fucking did some shit.
So, that's where we left off. Let's go ahead and jump back into it. Rosaline?
Yes.
No, you have to be happy because you feel wonderful right now, remember?
Yes.
Okay, that's creepy. That was real creepy out.
There's something
You're welcome.
wrong with him.
Imagine Vera giving that energy. Then be great.
Oh, dear.
So, what are you doing? I mean,
I don't know a thing.
You feel
happened.
the compulsion you felt. It's not a compulsion. What you felt is, as he was talking to you about this, as I said, you felt the sincerity of his conviction, his want to protect you, his want to find a safe way for both of you to get out of this, his genuine concern for your safety, and you got that general impression that what he seems to want more than anything else is to be with you and keep you safe. To the point that he's willing to renounce ever going back to court or possibly even that plane of existence.
I mean, there's a lot of things I do for love, but that's kind of crazy.
So he doesn't know her.
Stranger danger, stranger
That's
danger.
right, Bean.
Stranger
That's
danger.
right. That's right, honey.
What'd she do?
Absolutely not.
She was hissing at the computer. She's literally gonna say, we can't stay here. We can't.
He kind of looks at you and he turns around, takes a couple steps away from you. His head's kind of down, and then he looks up, like at the arched hallway above his head. His shoulders kind of slump,
Oh no.
and he turns to face you, and he says, "If we can't stay here, then we have to go back."
Mm-hmm.
And if we have to go back, we might not make it.
Well, I'm not leaving them behind.
They wouldn't have any interest in them once we're gone. They could even tell them exactly where we are. I would love to see them trying to get through the defenses she probably has around this place. Plus, they'd have to find it. But I know what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna do this, then let's do it right.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be on the same page. We need to be acting, not as two individuals fighting to hold on to their lives and everything they have for security. But we need to act as someone who is there to protect the other.
All right. Then honesty time.
Go ahead.
You were so against the marriage, and then all of a sudden you wanted it. You were so against it.
Do you remember when you were going through all the motions to give up all your possessions and your titles and everything?
Yes, because I was very outspoken against it, and you were too. And then you went somewhere for a week, and then you wanted to marry me.
Do you remember when the group of retainers came in to assess your fortune and divide it out and giving you your royal bequeathment that was your dowry and taking all the rest to the prince?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the seneschal who came in and was administering that and stayed with you for a week?
No.
The week that they were taking all the stuff out of the house and assessing it.
No one stayed in my house as far as I'm aware.
No, I'm sorry. He was there continuously in your house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to see who you were.
You spied on me in my own home?
No. I just got myself assigned the position and then I made myself look like someone else and took a different name. It was all official. I was actually on the job. He said,
I hate that. I hate that.
I watched as you shed every ounce of what is treasured by everyone in our society. You gave up not just title and wow. Not just title, not just lands, not just the social aspects of it.
Wow.
I saw you give up possessions that obviously meant something to you. I know what they left you with. He said, and the entire thing, while all these people were going through your home, cataloging your possessions, while all this was happening, you were gracious. You were considerate. You were upset, but you never once allowed what was happening to you to affect how you treated others. after witnessing that, and understanding what what could be waiting for me instead, I realized that if I was going to try and make a life with someone who was basically a stranger, then at least I should make sure that that person is a good person and a strong person. And for our people, a resilient person.
God damn it, Malakra.
What? Am I wrong? You're gonna look at me, you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
Is there a
Her
way
sister
to
was a
see if he's
witch, bro.
fucking bullshitting me or trying to use any sorts of magic bullshit
Right.
on me?
Right.
What's your kenning at?
Kenning?
Yeah.
Two.
Okay. So you can. Oh shoot, my. Whoa! What the heck just happened?
What happened?
Hang on one second. There you go. So
All
you
of
guys
our
are back.
images just vanished.
Yeah, all our images just vanished for a second. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I know what's going on. So give me a kenning and a. What are your social attributes? I'm sorry.
Charisma, manipulation, and appearance.
Give me a kenning and they did it again. A kenning and manipulation.
Sweet. Difficulty?
The difficulty is a 8.
That's
8?
suspicious.
That's weird.
That's suspicious. I knew it.
2 successes.
Okay. He has magics upon himself. There is magics that are swirling through the air. But there is no current magics that are being directed at you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that he seems to be like exerting on you.
Okay.
So if there's anything, has magics upon himself. But you don't see anything that's being outwardly or aggressively applied towards you. Or even subtly, for that matter.
But is he lying, though? Do I need to roll another thing for that?
Manipulation and subterfuge. None? I gotta stop doing that.
Manipulation and subterfuge. Okay, I got 3 dice. Let's go.
Go! You can be like Mark and spend 1,000,000 willpower.
No.
Wait.
Difficulty?
Wait. I've got bits. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Bits?
I hate him.
I hate him.
Let's see. Here.
Hate. I hate you.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I
let's
hate
make
you.
him.
And I hate you. I don't
I
even know you, and I
hate
hate your guts.
A
Hope all the
message-
bad.
Actually,
things
let's
in life
can I
happen to
change it
you.
real quick, Em?
No one but you.
Yes.
I think perception and subterfuge might be better.
That's worse.
Oh,
Period.
it's a better dice pool.
No, it's a worse dice.
No, I mean
pool.
it's a more appropriate one.
I'm down to 2 dice. Let's go.
As I
So
said,
you got
my
Linda
soul that I'm
Hand
so
from,
offended in.
So, Linda Hand is an auto success.
Uh,
If I remember correctly.
Well, Anne saved that one in particular. So,
So I get a reroll and a
Yep.
auto.
yeah.
What's the what is it?
8. And remember, ones take away.
Nothing.
Okay, you got.
Wait, I can reroll one. Hold on.
You can
I can
reroll
reroll one. Hold on.
And
Hold
remember,
on.
that reroll can be used to get rid of a 1.
Okay, 2 successes.
You went from none to 2. All right. He is upset. He is worried, obviously frightened. he is not lying. But
There it is.
the way he is directing these questions and these conversations, he is not being completely honest about all of his intentions.
She's just gonna raise a brow and just give him a look.
Fucking shit.
She's just gonna raise a brow and just give him a look and fold her arms across her chest and be like, I said honesty time.
If we do this and we succeed, then we have been able to save the kingdom and earn our freedom back to do what we want. If we fail, if we do not succeed in changing the High King David's mind and making this situation better for everyone, then we end up trapped. We will be forced into marriage. We will be made to attend court. We will be paraded around because we will be symbols. And if it works, if we get married under David's order, then there is a high chance that this may be the first attempts or the first steps at a change in leadership in both our houses. If the rumors that I've heard are true, some of the people who back David, even though he is mad, are doing so to reestablish a power base or change up the entire power base of court. But there are current heads of households who are opposing this. If those people were to disappear, new heads of household will be appointed. And we would be utilized as that new symbol of unity, which would then be parroted by the new heads of households, uniting one of the strongest houses militarily with one of the strongest houses magically. And both those houses would be backing the High King. There is a lot on the line if we lose.
We won't know unless we try.
He says, I told you. There was a reason that I decided to go ahead with it. And he smiles and he says, all right.
I still have to go to court no matter what.
Oh, we don't. We both do. No, technically. We both.
Mm-hmm. Considering,
Yeah. But all that being said, this is this is what you want. What you have to have. Because you want to keep your friends safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I honor that. And he says, I am very willing to step into this circle with you. This is, but you're the one really taking most of the risk. He says, and he kind of stops and he looks at you and he says,
Look, if you're going that route,
he looks at him. He looks at you and he says, let me take on some of that risk as well. And he goes down on one knee.
Yeah, oh, is Pandora paying attention now? Is Pandora?
I don't know if Pandora's
She's-
paying
you know
attention
what?
now.
Oh, yes. She's been listening to this shit, but like she doesn't know when to jump in. Kind of a side eye, and she sees that shit, and she gets up.
And he looks at you. Did we ever decide what Rosalind's whole title was before she lost it? What was
No.
what's your surname again?
I have to double check.
I know, I need to double check too.
I have it. It is technically O'Shea, but it's the Celtic version of it, which is really long, and I don't know how to fuck to pronounce it.
Oh yeah, I remember you. You were hunting through all the name generators.
Yeah, while we were on a call the other day. Yep.
But I didn't write it down.
Did we lose picture again?
Oh yes, we did. Because every time I go into that screen, it makes me lose picture.
So
I don't know why. I had to have everything on these screens. All right, so there we go. He looks at you and looks up at you, and he holds out his hand. And as he holds out his hand, these vines grow out from the sleeve of his surcoat, and they begin to grow into his palm of his hand. And he says, "Oops, we lost somebody."
Your wife.
Yeah, we lost Jess.
Uh-oh. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 moment. I'm gonna put you on hold. Let's come back in 1 minute. I'll be right back. OBS updated right then and
The
there.
live crashed specifically to keep Finn
Oops.
from doing more creepy shit. Yeah, on one knee.
Sorry, ladies and
Commissioner,
gentlemen.
lots
have
of
the
cold
other one
iron
in a minute.
swords.
We
He's not
had
gonna have the other
literally
one in a minute.
like a massive amount of technical issues, and they are hopefully handled now. Where we left off is Finn was on one knee, and it looked like he was preparing to say something to Lady Rosaline. Pandora, seeing Finn go down on one knee, had leapt to her feet. As he stands in front of you. Like I said, the vines come growing out of his sleeve. They're forming into a ball in his hands, and this vines growing around and wrapped around each other. And as you look, the vines separate, and laying in his hand is a ring that looks like it's made out of solid, some kind of solid silver. And he says, I swear that all I hold, I will share with you. I swear that all I gain, I will share with you. And I swear that through no action or inaction of mine will I allow you to come to harm. I swear to protect you with everything that I have. And I swear all this to be true on the glamour that supports us and on the mortal souls that keep us alive. And the circle in his palm suddenly glows incredibly bright. And he kind of takes it in his palm and he kind of holds it up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I have asked for nothing in return.
Trippy. Trippy. She didn't ask for anything.
Is Pandora saying this?
Like this, and she's like walking angrily towards them. Like,
Vera, you're muted.
I think she wants to be.
Bill looked over at Pandora like, the fuck?
oh really?
Yeah.
She's like, hey.
He kind of looks over his shoulder up at you. He's like, can we help you?
The fuck is this?
It's
What
like,
is this?
it is a private affair.
Private? No.
You didn't ask our
she's-
permission.
No, exactly. No. Why are you doing this when nobody else is here? You were fine interacting with her when everybody else was here. You can wait. This sounds serious as fuck. Hold on. Okay? And she has a meeting later. You don't know what's gonna get involved with that. No. What is this? Rose, are you okay? Are you good?
I'm fine.
Are you?
I'm fine. I'm not under any magical anything.
She's not even crying. She clearly isn't here for this.
What?
He kind of looks at you and he says, well, thank you for your concern. It is good to see she has incredibly loyal friends. She chose her entourage well. But again, this is a private matter.
Yeah, well, it can wait for a few minutes until everybody gets back.
If everyone comes down here, it's no longer a private matter.
Yeah, but like, no. Hold on. That's not how this works. Okay? That's not how this works.
Let's cut back upstairs now.
I'm crying.
Oh, Rose isn't, so something's wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't write down any of that.
You may need
Pure
to
chaos.
go back.
So Lady Ellery is leading you guys. You guys go upstairs, and as you get up there, she takes you, and above, like when the staircase goes up, it goes down into a long hallway. And the hallway to either side has doors on either side, and you can tell that these are very, and it's like a 10-foot wide hallway. It's not just like a 5-foot little narrow thing. It's a 10-foot wide hallway, and there's little nooks going down the hallway on either side that have statuary in them and different Art Deco displays. And as you go down the hallway goes all the way down, and it goes probably what looks to be the length of the house. So it's like a 50-foot long hallway. And at the end of the hallway, there is a set of two huge single pane windows that are about 5 feet wide by about 10 feet tall, and they just let light come streaming into this hallway. On either side, there are very large single oak doors to your left and to your right. She passes the first 2 sets of these and gets to the third set. She turns to the door on her right. She pulls out a very heavy keyring. And she goes to the keyring and she takes out one very ornamental looking key, unlocks the door, and swings the door open. And she says, "And this is what I will be providing for Eric for his comfort." And as you look in, there is a very well-appointed bedroom. There is a vanity slash desk there, right there on one side. There is a fireplace in the room. There is a huge down bed. There is like in front of the fireplace, there's actually a small settee, a small sofa, and a high back chair, along with a table. There is several bookshelves on the wall that are full of books, tons of different subject matters, and there is like a door to one side that looks like it might it's the bed is to the left as you come in the room. The sitting area is to the right, and as you come into the room, beside the bed on the left-hand side, there is a small door there, and on the right-hand side, just to the left of the fireplace, there is a little door for like a dumbwaiter. And she kind of walks into the room, and she stands behind the high back chair that's facing the door, and she looks at all of you as you come filing in, and she says, "I don't want to make him uncomfortable."
I'm gonna walk the room, Ray, and check things out.
Okay.
When I get near the bookshelf, I'm gonna linger for a moment. Are there any books on the shelf about vampires?
No. There's a very odd looking and very, it's a very old looking copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I'm just gonna look over it and be like, he doesn't have any reading material on vampires?
She kind of looks at you and she says, no.
Could I have some
So
reading
we-
material on vampires? I would like to read some stuff while I'm here.
She kind
You're
of
just
chuckles.
looking like,
She says, "You have a vampire with you."
I should mention that Penny is also still holding on to Vera, so I've got Penny.
Yeah.
Just so we know where she is.
Yeah, she's leaning on you heavily, but she seems to be slowly regaining her strength. But she's still, you don't know how well she'd do if you let go of her. So, like, if you ever felt the need to let go of her, you might want to put her up against the wall or something.
I'm gonna lean over to both Vera and Penny. When we get back, we're hiring a redecorator for the whole basement living space.
Yeah. Do you think that we could hire whoever she is?
I'm pretty sure she did this herself. I don't know if she'd be willing to step out of
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
She says,
thing.
"Is this this is basically," she says, "and for his supernatural situation," she says, "the walls and the door are enspelled to be able to withstand the physical assaults he might put on them to try and get out." And she says, "The window is also bespelled, and will be able to withstand his assaults. And the roof and floor are bespelled. I have the keyword, so I will be in charge of his ability to come and go. I have the ability to keep him nourished as he would need to be, without causing harm to others." She says, "It's the best we can do for him now. It allows me to study his condition. I will be working to see what I can do to rectify the situation with the Great Dragon. Obviously, they need to be separated. Equally obviously, the boy would not currently survive that. But there may be hope. And if I can do this, I will acquire the good graces of one of the primordial beings on our plane of existence. So do not think that there is nothing in it for me to gain. She says, so keeping the boy alive is absolutely part of my agenda.
Good to know. Good to know. Seems like you've planned for just about everything.
She kind of grins. She's like, this room has existed for as long as I've had this house.
So you'd always planned on keeping a very, very powerful being?
I've often had very unusual house guests.
Gotcha.
I'm no longer comfortable in the room. I'm gonna go in the hallway.
Okay. Did you go out into the hallway?
Yeah, I mean, I'll still listen from the hallway, but I don't want to be in this room anymore.
Why not?
As Mark leaves, I'll say to Lady Alora, he might be an unusual house guest.
And she says, "Oh, I can tell he and the other young lady who is transfixed by my dome are of the changing breeds." She says, "She's just as your friend is one of the Walking Dead, and the other two are creatures I have not encountered in quite some time. The other three, sorry.
No, we don't count Finn.
You don't count
We don't
Finn.
talk
He's not part
about
of the squad.
Finn.
Oh God!
We don't talk
part of the
about
squad.
Finn.
So she says, "Does this
Oh my god.
will this meet with your approval? Do we have a compact?"
It would seem that we, in fact, do have a compact.
Very well. I will transport the boy here. I will want to move him into this room and keep him secluded for a time in case he has any issues with his new surroundings. And I will take time to calm him down if that happens and to allow him time to acclimate.
Quarantine and everything.
It's more or less quarantine, but it's more for my safety than his. I highly doubt anything he would do in there could harm him, and I doubt that anything that he does to the building would destroy it from that room.
I still recommend spaying and neutering your pets.
I don't think he's in
don't
that
calm him
natural.
down.
I don't think he's in that natural cycle anymore. And she looks over, and she looks over at all of you, and she says, "Very well." She says, "I will make the preparations to bring him up and downstairs. If you would like refreshments, you may go down to the parlor, and my major domo will serve you a light repast. And then as soon as you are able, you may take your leave as you wish." She says, "You may, if you can find your way back, you may come visit at any time." She says, "The way is open to those whose intents are true." She's like, and she kind of grins, "Unlike the way you took, my dear." And Tati kind of chuckles, and she says, "Not all ways are true."
I have questions about that, Tati, but I will refrain from asking them now.
A good choice. Just let's eat, and then we'll think about what we do next, or what you all do next. I think
We're jumping Finn. That's the first.
I think I have proven. I have lent aid as I needed in my area, and I do believe that you now have a missing mage back home that you have to deal with. Penny's tutor.
Right.
And I will go inform the council.
Thank you. And once again, I take a step forward, my hand on my heart, and I give like a very deep, respectful bow. Thank you.
She puts her hand over her heart and she like nods. And she says, but we're not concluded yet. Let's us, as I said, I'm going to need to take you back.
Right.
So, and so everyone's filing downstairs, which is just about the time that, Pandora is looming over the two of you. So, what exactly are you intending to do, Pandora? He's still holding this white silver ring in his hand.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Okay, I've read enough Grimm's fairy tales to know you don't touch that shit. So it's like I'm just I'm mostly like I'm just standing over him. All of that growth and just I don't want her to touch the ring. I don't want her touching it. Like I would slightly smack her hand away. Slightly, like I'll be gentle. If he tries something, I'm choking him out. But I just don't want them to move because he hasn't gotten approval.
Finn looks up at you and he says, "Do you mind if we move this someplace a little more quiet?"
No.
He's not talking to you.
No.
The woman is too stunned to speak right now.
He says, he still holds the ring in one hand and he puts his other hand out to you, Rosalind.
Pandora. What? Pandora, what is wrong?
I don't like him.
I don't like him.
You liked him earlier.
What? No, there's something wrong here, and I don't know what it is, but I don't like it, and I think this is I know I'm gay, but this is going too fast. Okay, this is going too fast.
He kind of actually turns and looks at you and goes, "What does being gay have to do with anything?"
Everybody knows lesbians get married after eye contact, but this is going.
Don't come for me like that.
like, just relax, okay? Fucking relax.
Pandora.
What?
We've known each other for like almost 3 years.
And I'm not marrying her. We would require a huge ceremony. This is an oath ring.
I can do that.
Yeah, it's an oath. They take that shit really seriously. And she worded it like, take that shit seriously.
Well, exactly. So, like, just, we're not even done with, like, the thing that we're doing. Like,
here's the thing. Hold on. If he breaks the oath, it hurts him. It doesn't hurt me. It hurts him.
What's in the ring? Is there stuff in there?
Can I look at the ring just to make sure it's not crust, just to put Pandora's mind at ease?
Oh yeah, she's like.
What are you gonna do to analyze the ring?
If it's made of glamour, can I use Greymare?
Yes, you may.
Sweet.
Greymare and
I have a specialty in that, which I forgot how specialties work.
You're analyzing the ring to try and check its composition, correct?
Yes.
Intelligence. Greymare and intelligence.
Okay, so how do specialties work again?
You have to choose a specialty.
I have one. It's
What
in
is
glamour.
Then
Glamour.
you get to roll an additional die, and if you roll any 10s, they explode, which means they count as 2 successes, and you get to roll another dice.
Oh dear God. Oh shit. Okay, so that is 4 successes there. Gotta roll 2 more.
Oh shit.
That is another one. So I gotta roll another one.
Jesus, another 10?
Oh, what's the difficulty?
Oh, sorry, 6.
Okay. Let me calculate. I am done rolling. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I kept rolling 10s, my bad.
This is a crafted item. This is a oath ring. Everything
What is
he
the
is,
oath?
everything he spoke was the oath.
Okay. Well,
And
what
there's
type
nothing.
of oath is it so I can have it in my notes?
Huh?
There's different types of oaths. What type of oath is it?
I think it's called a bondsman. Is that what it is?
Let me look.
The one where he's is an oath to a vassal to a liege.
That is fealty.
Fealty.
Or affirmation.
It's fealty.
Royal affirmation. Okay, thank you. Yeah, she's like, okay. Okay, there's nothing sus about it.
If there's nothing sus about it, then he can wait for everybody else to see what this is. See what this is.
He's still standing there with his hand out looking at you with like
Is he
this.
standing or is he still kneeling?
No, he's kneeling with his hand out to Lady Rosaline, and he's like he's looking up at you with like this grin on his face, and he's like, "They'll never understand.
Mm-mm.
Half of them won't even be able to see it."
Have we come down the steps at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, back me up. Like, how long are y'all taking?
Veer is at the back of the line with Penny.
I'll
Veer
keep
is
sputtering. I'll keep yelling at him.
Veer is still out of it and is just focused on Penny
Pandora.
and Mark, obviously.
If he breaks the oath, it harms him, not
badly?
me.
What harms him?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on? Who's hurting
Oh.
what?
Explain.
Wait.
Sir?
Okay,
Y'all get
here's the
married?
thing. Here's the thing. In extreme
Why is
cases
he
of
on his
betrayal.
knee?
Oh my god.
Is this a
trying to
proposal?
marry her.
No,
What
it
is
is
happening?
not. Ah!
Okay.
Penny kind of lifts her head up and
I
goes,
didn't think that
Any-
they
"Are
did
we
it.
gonna have a wedding? I love weddings."
Okay.
Shush.
All right.
I'm just patting Penny.
I
Like,
found the
am
perfect
still-
dress
There,
one
there.
time, you know.
Okay.
Penny, we're gonna get you a
Pandora,
fire outfit for the
Pandora,
wedding, so we can
Emma,
get
it's
it.
not right
Pandora.
now. It's now.
Oh my god. All y'all. Shush. Shush.
I mean, if you want me to perform the ceremony, I could do it real quick down and dirty here.
This is not a marriage proposal.
Oh, then please explain to us
Okay.
why
So
this,
there are
this
things
pretty
that-
ferryman is on his knee with a ring in his hand.
Okay, there are
That's
things that
exactly-
they do, and it is called making an oath. Whenever they make an oath, there are usually serious consequences when they break it. This was an oath of fealty, so if he breaks it, he can technically be blind for a year and a day.
Do oaths of fealty usually involve getting down on one's knee, presenting a
All
ring
oaths
to?
do. All oaths do.
Not the ring part,
no,
but the,
the
getting
ring.
down on the knee, yeah.
Oh, this is, I kind of like lean over to Sunny. This is a faith thing, I assume.
No, it's a royalty thing.
Oh. Wait. Oh, that's right. Because noble houses and
Yeah.
that jazz. Right.
Mhm.
Veer's
Yeah.
sitting over here just like, I can't even see the ring. I'm just
You can't even see the ring. He's like, "What
I mean,
fucking
okay, I should
ring?"
say Veer is still very out of it and not really.
But was there kissing involved?
No.
No.
Uh-uh.
Oh, absolutely not. I would have tackled him.
No, near like
Fucking Finn looks over his shoulder at you, Pandora, with his look on his face. He's like, "What?"
Pandora, why would
Yeah.
you have tackled him? I thought we liked him.
Apparently
there's
he was
something-
touching her wrong. I don't know.
There's something.
She keeps on screaming about this sus thing. I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
that
no,
is.
He was
you're
on his
sus.
knee.
I don't know what it is,
Okay.
but you're sus.
Oh my gosh, it means suspicious.
Suspicious. Suspect.
Then why don't they use the word?
It's
It's the modern lingo.
Oh,
I-
this has to do with the
Evolution.
internet, doesn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
to do with
Everything
internet
does. Catch up,
vernacular.
old man.
It is
Everything
internet
does now,
vernacular.
yeah.
listen. I know you, especially Everest, like him and all that, and think that this is cute and like that's great.
It's very
listen,
cute.
I don't know a
It's
lot.
like a damn rom-com. It's fantastic.
No, but that's the problem. That's the problem. It's like he's working off a script, and I don't like it.
Wait, is this the part where the shoe drops and then they have to prove that he has to prove to her that
I
he loves
kind
her?
of-
don't like this.
He's
I
looking
don't
at you,
like
Rosaline, and he says, "You realize I literally can't do anything until you answer."
Yeah, I
Good,
know.
then stay
Like-
Oh
there.
yeah, by the way, he has to be stuck here until I give an answer.
Bet. Let's
Go
go.
fucking answer him.
Yeah, just
Yay or
Interesting.
nay. It's real easy.
listen. Does Lady Ellery have a blackboard or something? We can write all the pros and cons, okay?
You get
Like
pros and
let's
cons
think about
chart, ladies and gentlemen.
I think
about
for the
this.
sake for the sake of Finn's knee.
He doesn't need knees.
Oh, thank you for the followed ice cream sandwiches.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Jordy.
You came in at just the right time.
He doesn't need knees. He doesn't need his knees.
He doesn't, like, can you like?
I'm just
rain
gonna, like-
check it?
I'm just gonna get closer to Rosalind and say, Lady Rosalind, this seems like it's your decision to make. However, if this is becoming a group vote, shouldn't we just take it to be respectful to Finn and move on? But again, it seems like this is a you decision.
It does. It really does. Mark, wow, we
Thank
agree.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
We agree on the thing. That's cool, right?
Okay.
That's
And then I'm gonna
Apparently-
whisper quietly, but if we are voting, I'm voting with that you accept the oath.
And Finn kind of nods at you solemnly, Mark. He says, "Thank you very much, Mark. My knee hurts."
I'm also going to, because if anything, like Rosaline said, if he does anything to break said oath, it hurts him, not her. And if that's the case, she's holding all the cards. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, not that it's my business or my decision to make, but if it were, I'd say take the oath maybe.
I'm totally Team Finn because I don't see any drawbacks for her. Kind of seems like, it's her way or the highway, and that's kind of a good way to be in a marriage when you have all the cards and he can't say no.
Also, if
Or
you
she
know
can't
he
say
messes
no.
up and he's hurt, we could just you could just eat him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You know what?
Why does so many of these conversations end with people getting eaten?
I don't know. It was on the top of my head. I'm
Welcome-
sorry, friend.
welcome-
It's the first thing I could
welcome-
think of.
Welcome to my daily life. This is a normal conversation.
Right. So if you can't
Welcome to
handle
the
it, then like,
family.
what are you doing here?
This is
It's
this
double
is what the-
standards.
This is
They
what
can
the
eat
family is
people,
like.
but I'm not supposed to attack somebody that attacked me.
You're not supposed to aid in the blowing up of an entire.
While everybody's
nightclub.
talking, Rosaline is just.
I had
taking
nothing
the
to do with
ring
that
and just-
explosion. He had something to do with that explosion.
While everybody's talking, Rosaline just took the ring and go whoop, slid it on.
And she did the thing.
Oh, she did?
Yeah,
When
it
you
looks
put
like
the
it.
ring on,
Rock on.
you feel the bindings of glamour take a hold of you. Your seeming shines through above everything else.
Oh boy.
Your she nature comes
Yeah, I'm just
bursting
gonna-
forth.
Not look at that.
You feel the power of sovereignty as you look down upon your vassal. And as he looks up on you, you understand that you have accepted responsibility for he and all his holdings. That you have accepted the responsibility of controlling his holdings through him and of protecting those holdings as if they were your own. And you know that he is pledged to your service as long as you maintain as an honorable liege. And if you betray that honor, then you will be subject to the oath.
That wasn't. That wasn't.
Define honorable leash, okay? Like
The
just
she,
in a,
the
like-
she have a honor is really taken up by their houses, and for Rosaline's house, honor is really gray.
Okay, good. We've
See,
got wiggle room.
there's, I think if I remember, her house is the only one that has 3 different oaths. Technically, one is not talking about a taboo subject, one is never to lie, and the other one is the one that everyone in her house takes.
Yep. And he slowly stands up and he says, and now,
Maybe.
every thing that you lost is now yours to command again.
Now she starts
Oh.
crying. Now she starts crying.
She's crying now. Is Rosaline? Rosaline is
You got her shit
are
back,
you-
man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she
So
never
it's not
had-
about him.
And he kind of looks side-eyed at the rest of you, and then she never had to get married.
A loophole.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I don't know how the High King is going to react to the loophole. He probably won't be happy. Technically, he
But,
can
like,
still,
is
and technically, he can still force us to marry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if there's anything you can do about it, but
Oh
apparently
no, he
there
can.
is.
He could literally break this pact.
Oh.
He is
Well,
the High
that kinda
King.
sucks.
The laws are his to command.
Let me have this moment of getting all my
Yeah.
stuff back.
I think, but let's not diminish what just happened here for her. Tati, are all the she always so damn hot? Is that a thing, or is it just these
no,
two?
Rosaline's like, no, there are some that are hotter than me.
And Finn looks over at you and says, "Not many."
Are we gonna? Am I gonna need to like have some kind of thing to keep my eyes from melting? Like, what's happening?
Dude, just get shades.
Close.
Don't you throw enough of that?
Oh.
My God.
Vera's just like stone faced.
Penny's leaning on your
Emma's
shoulder,
literally, like,
and she
clutches his
giggles, and she
pearls.
says,
A bit.
"Burn."
And like gently, like very slowly, just like
Vera's just
So-
like stone faced. Like obviously she's still dealing with a lot. So her sarcasm is how she's processing. That is
Oh.
where we're at right now.
And she said, Tati kind of looks around and she says, "Are we having lunch or not?"
I think we
Yeah.
should. Yeah.
And she kind of grins and says, and Ellery will be a while. She has many preparations to make. She goes, "I think it's down that way." And she points to the hallway. Remember I said there was the dining room on the left and it kept on going down? It keeps on going down, and then there opens up into what looks to be just like an arboretum. It's a huge glassed-in area on the outside of the building. There's plants growing everywhere. A tree in the center that grows up almost to the top of the glass ceiling. There is a large wrought iron table with 10 chairs around it, and you see that there's already a tea steeper on the table, hot with boiling water in it. There's all the fixings for tea. There's scones set out on the table. Standing beside it is that huge robotic figure. And he's kind of standing there, and he's like waiting. And so he says, as you come into the room, birds are flitting around from trees to bushes. There's butterflies floating around. It smells incredibly fragrant.
V, I'm building an arboretum.
The guy who was standing here, that was the same guy that greeted us when we came in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go walk over to him.
You walk over to him.
I'm gonna look
Watching
for the
Mark.
Mad
And
Hatter.
then as like when you ever I'm honestly surprised you haven't built one already. Like try to keep up the conversation as well as be like, what is Mark doing?
What is Mark doing?
He asked about vampires earlier, now he's walking
When I get over to him, I'll be like, you're supposed to kind of be like helpful in minor regards, right?
And he kind of just slowly nods.
Is there like anything you could tell me or something I could read that would kind of give me some basic understanding of like vampire society? I don't need to take the book. I would like to read something at dinner. Can I have some reading material for dinner? Is that okay?
And he kind of looks at you, and he looks at you for a few seconds, and then he looks straight ahead, and then he begins walking.
I'll follow him.
He walks back down the hall and turns to the door on the left. The first door nearest to the Arboretum. And he opens the door, and he steps through into what looks like a incredibly messy and chaotic library.
I'll follow him, but I'm not going to
turns,
touch any of
He
her
turns
books.
as you go to follow him, and he puts up one hand,
Okay, then I stop.
and he closes the door. In your face.
I'll wait.
After a few minutes, he comes back, and in his hand, he has a small, leather-bound black book that has a silver ankh on the cover.
I'll put my hands out so he can give it to me, but I'm not going to take it from him unless he hands it to me.
He puts it in your hands,
Thank you.
and he nods.
I'm going to open the book and start reading it as I go back
You
to where
cannot
everybody is.
understand what it says.
Okay. I guess then I'm going to sit next to Vera and ask her if she can read that.
Vera is currently standing by Emrys as Emrys goes off about what they're building and what they need to add. Vera is still very stoic and stone-faced.
Did you put Penny down in a chair or something?
Yeah, I kind of like lowered her gently into a chair. I feel like Vera's standing there.
She's kind of like really clumsily reaching out and pulling the tea setting and all the cookies over to her.
I will slide it to her as I'm sitting there listening to Emrys, who I'm pretty
She's
sure
like-
it's like, Vera's upset. I'm going to talk about all of this. So
Like taking Vera's mind off of things. Yeah.
Ray,
as she's
what,
just like slowly pushing stuff to Penny occasionally.
what
What'd you
kind
say,
of
Mark?
phone did they give me?
Huh?
Did they give me like a flip phone or did they give me like a nice phone?
Who gave
Oh,
you the
your
phone again?
phone?
Yeah, well, y'all are the ones who kept complaining I didn't have a phone, and then all of a sudden Ray said I had one, so
Think
somebody
they-
gave it to me.
I don't remember what they gave it to you. One of these guys gave it to you.
I think it was a nice phone, if I remember correctly. I don't
I
remember
think it
who
was a
gave you, but I
smartphone.
think it was a
Yeah.
smartphone.
Oh, okay, well then I'm just gonna like take pictures of all the pages I can't read, and then when they sit down I'll ask somebody if they can read this language.
Okay.
So Emrys, where are we gonna put all of this?
I mean, there's some space in the backyard. I mean, it would also ostensibly kill the backyard, but we could, it wouldn't be a big arboretum, but, like a nice kind of greenhouse setup, some stained glass maybe, a nice space for like some bonsai, some succulents, some vines. It'd be nice. A nice place, like kind of, separate from the bookshop, where we can go in and just kind of relax. I can put some lights in there that could simulate daylight, so that you can enjoy it too when you're awake at night. Yes. And he's like half like trying to take Vera's mind off of things, but also half like very excited about the prospect of building an arboretum in the backyard.
I'm sure we have plenty of people who would help you with the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Pandora, what are you doing right now?
Trying to climb one of the trees.
You're trying to climb. There's only one real tree big enough to climb. It's the one in the center.
Bet.
And it looks like it looks like a willow. So,
Oh,
and so you're climbing up in it.
So much poetry about willows.
All the long branches are hanging down, but they're shaking like crazy because Pandora's trying to climb the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so we also have to put in a big tree so that make it tall enough so we can put in a big tree so that Pandora can climb it, because clearly Pandora's gonna climb a tree.
Sonny,
Mark
what
can
are you
climb it
doing?
too if he likes, as long as they don't fight over the damn tree.
Oh, it's my tree.
They're gonna fight up
tree
the
now.
tree.
That's what I'm thinking.
You're gonna have to put in 2 trees.
2 trees. 2 trees. A tree for Mark and a tree.
They're still gonna fight.
I'm just
over
gonna
who's
say
big.
from the table as I hear this, I get the better tree.
Get a tree.
or
Listen,
hold on, hear me out. You can carve your initials in your respective tree.
So Sonny, what are you doing during all this?
Seriously wondering about this. I'm thinking it's the cat dog thing. That's all I got.
So that's you're not doing anything else. You're just kind of sitting there, having tea and eating
Yeah.
scones.
Yeah, and seriously wondering about these people, and I think some of them might be under the influence.
So, Mark, the people sitting at the table currently are Sonny,
Okay.
Penny,
All right.
and the woman that Emery's continually refers to as his Tati.
I'm just gonna ask, just as an open question at the table, as I'm taking pictures of the book. Does anybody know what language this is?
And Tati kind of looks over at the book, and she says, "I think I've seen it before."
What language does it look like? As I just continue taking pictures of the book.
An old one, boy.
Can you read it?
No. There are very few left who can.
And that's saying something. And I go back to kind of like looking at all of like the plants and
says-
stuff.
Mia's hands are kind of
It
clasped.
is a
in
very
front of her. It's
specific
just like-
language. It is, I guess you'd say, a progenitor language.
So when I'm using Google Translate, do I type progenitor language to English?
That will not work. I think that
Very
it is.
surprised
I
if it's
think
Google
that
Translate.
it has been identified or labeled as being called Enochian. But that is not its actual name.
So now I've got a book that tells me everything I want to know, and I can't read it, and there's nobody around that can read it to me.
There are people around who can read it to you. Not here, but there are people still around who can read it to you.
I can read it.
I kind of raise my hand a little bit, like very sheepishly.
Dude,
She
it's
kinda-
just kind of like. What?
Right? Like how big is the book, and how far am I into it?
It's not very big at all. Number one, what you thought was a leather binding
Okay.
it's very supple, it's very worn, but it's not an actual binding. As you open the book up, the book is hand sewn together, and every single page is vellum, not paper. And the book is only like this big. It's like what, about 8 inches by about 4 or 5 inches.
Okay.
Little red cookbook.
No, it's black.
Little black.
So it won't take a lot longer to finish taking pictures of
No,
this book.
it's maybe 50 or 60 pages.
All right. Well, I will flip through my pictures and make sure everything is clear and easy to read, and I'll take pictures of the front of the book and the back of the book.
Tati, I
Yes.
I
Emrys.
might be able to read that if it's Enochian.
You know Enochian?
A bit.
Where did you pick this up?
Where would I have picked it up? It's on my character sheet as a language I've learned.
It is?
Uh-huh.
So I don't know where you would have picked up the language of the angels. But it would have had to have been some kind of ancient texts. In the Supernatural Society, there's very few pieces of writing that still exist with this language on it.
Vera went to a thrift shop and found random books.
Vera went
Here
to
you
a
go.
Look
I
what
don't know
I
to
found.
say. Here you
It was
go.
an estate sale.
It was, I don't know, some old, Victorian home. I don't know about this for you.
Yeah, Enochian is one of those languages that is still debated about whether it exists or not.
I can't read these.
It predates like the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
So
So
Vera stole them from a estate sale and gave them to you. Got it.
So
I read a lot. And I
I'm
come
gonna
into
walk over.
contact with a bunch of weird books sometimes, and yeah, learning things has been a lot of fun for me, and that was one of the things that I managed to learn.
He
So do you
didn't
take
like
the book from Mark?
original Kama Sutra.
I do have a copy of that. It's mine, but I have it. And I take the like. I'll say that like no other like anything about it, and I'll take the book from Mark.
No, I'm not handing the book to him. I'm walking over. Like, you can teach this to me?
I don't know if I can teach it to you. I mean, I could try. It would take a while. It's not something that I could teach you like here and now.
Well, obviously not now. You don't learn a language in a minute, but like,
What are you trying to discern?
you won't tell me anything. The book tells me everything I want to know. I think.
What do you?
The book tells you nothing yet. You can't read it.
No,
What
But you can
exactly
read
are
it.
you wanting to know?
I want to understand vampire society.
Why?
Why is less relevant than the fact that you won't tell me anything?
I think it's entirely relevant.
This is
Tati
about
goes,
that-
he is a cat and you are keeping secrets.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just flip to the first page. I'm still holding the book, but the first
So as
page,
he flips to the
what does
first
this say?
page, there is a very crudely drawn skull, and beneath the skull there are 5 separate symbols.
Yeah, what does this say?
Nothing. It's 5 separate symbols.
It's just 5.
It says, I can't read this book. I should hand it to someone who can.
I'm pointing at that to Emrys. He's the one I'm showing the page.
I know. I'm over wherever the hell I am saying that.
If you could have spoke this language, it would have been taught at the school, and I'd already know it by now.
That language is not for you, sir. I'm
There is
sorry.
nothing that should have been off limits to those of us that went to the academy.
What the fuck kind of logic is that?
This seems like some separate drama that I don't need to be a part. This is a discussion that I don't need to be a part of.
Right. Back to the point. What do these 5 symbols say? What does that say?
I will look at the page. he's
Earth, air,
referring to.
fire, water, heart.
Vera, what are you doing? Are you still with Emery's? Or are you sitting?
I'm
did you go?
standing there and I have glanced towards this book.
Okay, I need you to make me a perception and occult roll.
Yeah, I kind of.
No, make it wits and occult
Wits in the cult?
because you're just getting a brief glance.
Yeah,
I am on
wits.
standby for a Dex plus Dodge roll in case somebody wants to take the book.
Okay, I have. You said wits.
Wits
That's a cat.
plus.
Where's my wits? Oh,
An
wits
occult.
is 3 and occult is 3, so I'm rolling 6.
Okay, yep. And your DC on this is going to be a 7.
Yeah, or 7. Okay, hold on.
They're not
Smash
words,
the
they're clan
seraph.
symbols.
Okay, you said a 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 successes, and one of them is a 10.
Okay. You recognize something. So you recognize that one of the symbols looks very much like your clan's symbol, but it is much cruder. It's not drawn out with all the elegance it's normally drawn out with.
Just guess once.
Another
Mark,
one
Mark, can I?
looks
you
to
just
be
tilt it?
the symbol for Clan Ventry, but instead of the elegant scepter, it's more of a rod with a steel mace's head on the end. Another one looks like a single eye. And another one looks like a symbol for... What is that symbol? Oh, another one looks like a symbol for... what's that type of flower? Not a lily. Not a...
Iris?
Huh? No, the one that grows on trees.
Magnolia?
That's tree. No,
Magnolia
sorry.
flowers grow?
It parasites off trees.
Oh.
Shrooms.
No.
Sure.
Anyway, there's a
Mark-
symbol of a
Mark,
flower.
can you- I'm just gonna lean a little.
An orchid.
Can you- Ah.
Orchid.
Yeah. And
Mark,
the
can
last
you
one...
Turn the paper a little towards me.
You don't read this language. He does, and you don't want to tell me anything anyways.
Fine, I didn't want to.
Another one is a symbol of a book.
No,
That's why it doesn't matter. You're not going to tell me anything anyways.
you're right.
I will describe as best as I can what I see to Vera.
Oh no, I can see it. That's why she's like,
Are you still holding on that same page, Mark?
Yeah, did he tell me what it means yet?
There's no meaning that Emery's can discern from this. These are symbols. These are not like letters.
I'll turn the page. Can you read that?
Know ye who hold this. Ye hold the word of Cain.
You hold this. You hold the word of. Oh boy.
The word of
I don't. I look at Vera, and I look at Tati. Does the name? And I know the answer to this before I ask it, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Does the name Cain ring a bell?
The chicken place.
Oh.
Jonathan, I love you so much.
Let me commit to the bit, my
Oh, you're so quick.
Tati says,
That's in the notes.
I was never much of a churchgoer, but he does have some significance.
No, that's the other chicken place. Cane's is the one that has that special dipping sauce. Church's is the one that like has been around forever.
Tati
and it's
goes,
not
no.
as good as-
Let's not call it dipping sauce. They just stole Ramalade. That's not the point, though. She says,
Are we really going to sit here to argue about chicken places when I want to learn about vampires?
"Do you turn the? Do you? That's basically that's all that's on that page.
Turn the page.
The word of Cain.
The next page, Emery's. It looks like a title page. It's basically a title page, and all it says is 3 words. 4 words, sorry. The Book of Nod.
God damn it, I knew what it was.
You hold in your hands the Book of Nod, Mark.
Vera, even for someone who is not versed in vampiric lore, what he's saying this is the vampire Bible.
Yeah, oh, Ivy knows. Vera knows.
Okay, so now the book has a name. Flip the page. Does it say anything important about vampires here?
I'm gonna stop you there, Mark. The entire book is very, very important
Man, I gotta go find my Book of Nod now.
to vampires. What you have in your hand, Mark, is basically their Bible.
So it's going to have lots of information that's important and useful.
It's gonna have possibly
It's gonna have
yes.
information.
Information, whether it's useful or not, remains to be seen. But possibly, potentially, maybe. Shit.
But you can teach me how to read this, right?
It's gonna take quite some time.
Why are you so worried about Vampire Society all of a sudden?
It's that dude he fought.
Oh, yeah, but still.
No, I was trying to figure it out before then because I was trying to be helpful. But now that dude has become a problem.
That
Has he? Or does he just think? Or does he think you're dead? I mean, what?
Oh, he knows I'm not dead. He ran away from that fight like a scared little chicken.
Then why are you worried about him? He ran away. Do
You
you
don't
think you
run away
recognize-
from a fight you start when you try to kill me. I don't let you run away after you try to kill me and frame me for a crime.
Clearly you let him run away. 'Cause
Yeah,
he ran
you did.
away.
It was on YouTube, man.
Okay.
You kind of hauled ass the other direction.
So then we're going to start listing all the things that you let happen?
Ooh.
I would love to start listing all
Not
the things
on
that you let
YouTube.
happen.
Stop. I don't have the energy to deal with this.
Do you want the information in this book or not, Mark?
Well, now you're just being really snooty. I'm gonna close the book up, and then I'm gonna hold on to it.
I'm gonna sit down next to Vera and start eating some of the scones.
All right.
I'm just gonna shrug. No skin off my back.
It's not skin off my back either. I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna flip to the book and just stare at the symbols.
Gotcha. They make no sense.
I'm sure they make no sense whatsoever. That's really irrelevant right now.
Vera's eyes will
The only thing that's
occasionally,
relevant is that you have the book.
Vera's eyes
Yes.
will occasionally wander over, like.
Oh no! If Vera's looking at the book, I'm turning the book
Oh, no.
away.
Oh
It's
God.
not even like her.
I pictured
intention.
him reading it like this, like a kid that's like doesn't want
Can't
to
read it.
cheat off
No,
of their.
she'll
their
look
test,
occasionally.
like-
She's not like attempting to read it. She's just like. Nora's still climbing the tree.
Oh yeah, she's like hanging off of like a branch by her legs. And now that everyone's quieted down, she's like, by the way, if that thing's cursed, it's all on you.
The book or the ring? As I take a drink.
I mean, if Finn fucks anything up, then hopefully he'll like explode or something. But like if that book is cursed, then like that's on you.
I'll lean.
Vampire Bible? That's fucked up.
I'll lean towards Finn. You won't explode if anything happens, right? Do I
Finn's
need
like,
to worry about being within the explosion, within the blast zone?
He'll, if he does very extreme, he'll go blind for a year and a day.
Okay. I'm making sure things have a habit of exploding around me sometimes.
You
So it-
explode things.
That would be why. Yes.
Like Vera's just only sass. That's the only emotion is sass.
That would be why. Yes. But you know, I like being prepared.
gotcha.
Take a sip of my tea.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys other than Mark perusing the Book of Nod, and the rest of you having scones?
I'm not touching the scones or drinking the tea.
Okay. The rest of the afternoon, your little meal passes uneventfully. When everyone seems to have slowed down, Tati stands up and she says, "Are we all well nourished?"
I will check in with Penny. How are you feeling, kiddo?
Penny's like, "Not nearly as loopy and in a lot more pain."
Mm,
She says, "But I can walk now."
okay.
Okay, walking is better. Not loopy is better. Don't like the pain part, but
Can we get back to more pressing matters now? Like, I have a meeting that I gotta get to with a possible dead person.
right, the potential.
I gotta get to
great.
we gotta get to San Francisco.
Finn says, "Are we going straight to San Francisco, my lady?"
Yes.
"I will make
I-
preparations."
Don't have.
And he stands up
all
and he
of my
turns and he
accoutrement.
walks out of the arboretum and begins walking down the hallway.
You should get him a collar or something.
We didn't
A
even.
what?
Like
Get-
a collar that says like Rose or something. If he's gonna be acting like that.
Don't we need our clothes and things that we bought? Don't we need that stuff if we're going directly to San Francisco? All of that stuff is back at the bookshop, I assume. As is my wand and my staff.
Will I go to fairy jail if I show up in jeans?
Okay.
If I'm supposed to be your bodyguard, I mean, I'm gonna need those.
Rosaline is
Stands
just
to
slowly
reason.
dying on the
Just-
inside.
I
Good.
technically just woke up, so I will.
Vera just woke up.
Okay, I have to get to San Francisco now. Y'all can
Okay.
take a flight. I'm pretty sure it'll be easy. If not, I'll figure it out. I have to get there. I gotta figure out what's going on with that lady mess.
Okay.
So after just a few moments, Finn comes walking back in and he says, "I prepared a trod."
Anybody wants to come along with now?
He says, I made sure that it's going to come to some place that's sheltered.
I'm not going with him.
Okay.
I don't know what will happen to Miss Rota if she shows up and it's still daylight, so...
Look, okay.
I'll go first.
No.
I'm
I
gonna
made
actually-
sure that it's somewhere there's no light.
I'm actually
No
going to
daylight.
over to Pandora, who's still in the tree. And then kind of glance to Emrys. Pandora obviously doesn't want to go right now.
Go with him.
Hear me out. I'll take Pandora. We'll go back to the bookshop. You go with them. We'll meet you in San Francisco.
Okay. Penny, are you good to go with Vera and Pandora? Talking to Penny now.
Penny says, I guess. I mean, if that's what you want me to do.
I would like to keep you safe. You've just been through an ordeal. You're an adult. And I trust you.
And she kind of looks at you and she gets... Her eyes actually kind of like well up with tears. And she kind of looks down. And you hear her say, like under her breath, I don't know why.
And I will slowly reach over and grab one of her hands in mine. And I'll squeeze it just a little bit. And I'll say, because that's what families do.
And she squeezes your hand back. And she says, I'll go with Vera.
Okay. Get some rest. Join us later.
We'll book a relay flight.
Cool. Pack my lightning rod and my staff, please.
And your odd staff, clothes, anything else?
They will not let you bring my sword on the plane, so
They will
that's out of the
not.
question.
What if we
I'll-
say it's a
I'll-
prop?
They'll go ting.
Okay, lightning rod, staff.
They'll test. They'll try to test that theory, and it will not go well.
Emery's.
Yes,
I have my free holdings back. I have swords.
fair.
There you go. They have swords.
Okay.
Okay. I'll bring
Finn
my other-
says,
Free sword?
did you need something brought?
Yes. Several of my tools, if I'm going to be there to protect Rosalie.
Is the area they're in warded?
Probably.
Minor wards, yes.
Yeah.
Then yes, you would have to go get them.
I'll bring what I can.
Thank you, V. I will stand up and I will kiss the top of Penny's head. I love you. Get some rest. Come back with Vera. I will put a hand on Vera's shoulder. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
I didn't ask that.
I know you didn't.
I give your shoulder a squeeze. I love you too.
Love you.
I take care of yourself.
Well,
Try
there's
not to you know what I'd say. And I will quickly give you a hug and
I'll hug you.
Finn kind of looks over at Mark and says, are you coming to court, gold boy?
I
As
plan
you're
to-
stubbornly looking at your book.
It says, then we will be leaving out front. The trot is open.
One moment, Rosalie's. Okay, how do I figure out how to book flights for people on my phone? How do I?
Oh,
Penny
okay.
Penny just takes your phone.
Oh my god. She just came back from the dead and she's already playing tech support again.
Yep. Penny's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Rosalie just pulls out her black card. Use this.
She kind of wait. She's like, no, it's saved on here. She says,
What?
where's your tablet? you're gonna need your phone. Where's your tablet? The bigger phone. Where's the bigger phone?
Oh, she'll pull it out of her.
She says, I'll use this. There's no signal here anyway. I can't order anything until we get back.
Wait,
She says,
wait. Is my card really saved on there?
yes.
When did I do that?
You
probably
never did.
Who did? Wait, did Brisket do it?
No.
I just like very like quietly, like almost under my breath, a long line of hilarious curses in Haitian Creole. Just loud enough probably for Tati to hear it.
I'm
And
gonna
she
kinda look at
says-
Pandora.
Wait, who saved my black card info?
Come on, Penny. I'm
Tati
gonna
gets
help
up
Penny look
and
at
she says,
Pandora.
who else is coming with us then?
Yep, I'm jumping down.
So you opened a trod to go directly to San Francisco from here?
Yes. It goes to my freehold, which is now my lady's freehold.
I don't want to go straight there. I have a couple things to do first.
I have a meeting, and I think you need to be there just in case it goes south.
Yeah.
I'll kind of look over the mark. What do you need? If I'm grabbing things for Emery's, I can grab something for you.
I didn't realize that you could enter my den realm.
Okay, never mind.
That was cute.
Finn says, is your den realm in the dreaming?
Tangentially, yes.
What has access to your den realm?
Me, and, well, everything that can shapeshift can conceptually get there. It's just a little more difficult for them.
Nature spirits?
Yeah, nature spirits can get there. I mean, conceivably, Pandora can get there. So every werewolf could conceivably enter it. Every other wereshifter could conceivably enter it. It's just,
I can send Chimera to retrieve it if you can.
Brisket?
Biscuit?
Aw, man.
No. I would not send Brisket into anyone's home.
No.
Seems like
It says, but I would need you to be very specific of what you needed.
He is a good boy.
the problem is I need the spirits, but I don't think that's gonna work well if you ask them to go somewhere else.
No, that will not work well from us.
No,
the Chimera would not have any ability to command them. I thought you were asking for retrieval of actual items.
No, I just want one evening before we end up in San Francisco.
Well, I don't have an evening, so
Can it wait?
Why don't you
No.
go back with
No,
them?
not you. Him.
Why
he
don't you
can
go
wait.
back
Yeah.
With-
Can
with-
it wait, Mark?
with V, Penny, and Pandora, and that'll get you some time. Do what you got to do. Come to San Francisco with them. Seems like a easy solution to me.
Ray, I'm gonna go privately talk to the host of this split existence realm
She
and just make
is-
sure I understand the ground rules very clearly. Like, time works differently here.
She's not. She's still upstairs.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
real busy.
She's real
not
busy.
available.
She stayed with him?
No, he's downstairs strapped to the gurney. She's
Oh.
upstairs in the room she's preparing for him.
Oh, okay. I'll just go upstairs and talk to her real quick, and then I'll come back.
Okay. You go walking upstairs. The door to that room is
There he
closed.
goes.
Okay. Ugh.
Why don't we just go without him? Like, just leave him here.
I don't know that that's a good idea.
Did you hear what I said, Mark?
Yeah, the door's closed.
Yes.
Just
Knock?
Leave him here. Oh my
No answer.
dude. Dude.
Alright, I'll go back downstairs.
All right. You go back downstairs. Finn's kind of like still standing there, and he's like, "Are we leaving?"
who is
Yeah.
going with me?
I've got.
I'm not
Penny.
using the trod. I want to go back to
Okay.
Seattle.
Sunny.
I'll-
Emery's.
yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Pandora, Mark, and Penny are with me.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Ben says, very well.
Penny will
walk
book
over-
y'all flights.
Yeah, we'll be there shortly. I'll text you guys.
Penny was like, I'll book you flights. I'll buy you shoes.
No, flights.
I'll book you flights. I'll buy me
Flights?
shoes.
Hey, she's been through a lot. She should get
hold
some
on.
sort of like
She at least deserves
Hold on.
shoes.
No,
That's
no,
just
no.
saying.
a treat.
Wait,
Guys,
doesn't she
hold
need an
on.
outfit to wear?
No,
Like,
no.
She
I already
does,
bought her
a whole
outfit.
outfit.
I already bought the outfit and no. I'll buy you some really expensive oil paints.
oh.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let's go. Come on.
Penny,
I-
as you guys are walking out, Penny kind of like walks up and bumps into Vera. She's like, I'm spoiled.
Yes, darling. Guess you are.
Rose spoils the shit out of her in Arts
As she
Supply.
should. As she fucking.
All right, so Tati is walking with you guys out to the edge, out to that same gate that leads outside of this area. On the grass, just to the right of the path that leads up to the gate, up to the house from the gate, there is suddenly a cave. And it looks like it's a cave made out of huge old stones that are covered in moss. There's half of a circle of mushrooms that's circling the entrance to the cave. There is clover instead of grass inside the circle of mushrooms. There is all kinds of like lichen and moss hanging down, almost covering the cave entrance. And Finn's kind of standing beside it. And as you guys come walking up, he kind of like he puts up his hand, and you see there's like 4 or 5 little pieces of crystal in his hand, and he just goes and he throws them at the entrance, and the crystals light up and they begin floating out ahead. And he says, "Follow my friends,
Okay. I'm gonna quickly
and
turn
never
to-
leave the path." I don't think I had to tell Rosaline, but everyone else, never leave the path.
I'm gonna very quickly turn to Tati. I'm gonna give her a hug. And I'm gonna say, "Thank you so much for everything you've done."
And Tati looks at you and she says, "You keep interesting company as always."
Well, you did teach me one of the more important lessons when you took me in.
Hospitality?
That too. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
That is the truth. She says, and she kind of like turns and starts walking with everyone else towards the gate. And as she's walking away, she kind of looks back over her shoulder, and she says, "Just make sure you bring that blood back,
I will, ma'am.
and the rest of you."
I will call you the moment I return.
She nods. She says, "Ladies and gentlemen, are you prepared for the next part? It's going to be much the same as the first.
That's
Yeah, let's get out
that's
of
what I
here.
was gonna ask.
I'm sorry. I told you it affects your kind differently."
You know.
And as she throws open the gate, you see that same surface, that liquidy surface appear. And as you guys start walking towards the cave entrance, those blue lights are dancing ahead of you. And you see what looks to be a grass path going into the cave entrance. And at that point, we're going to take a break. So, we are going to be giving away a mini, folks. And we're going to be giving it away when we come back from this brief break. We're going to take about 10 minutes to get drinks, refresh ourselves, and be ready for the next part of the story. But in the meantime, I want you guys to take a look here. There is a lot of minis on this page, and it is really hard to see them. I'm probably going to put this up on the break screen too real quick, because we want you to pick one mini out of all these minis, except for the 3 large ones in the back. The 3 large ones in the back are going to be part of a giveaway later on, and we're going to build up towards it. But we're going to give away one of each of these minis on the breaks, and we're going to let the audience vote on which mini we give away. So I'm going to put this up on the break screen so you guys can see it on the stream and kind of look around, see the names of the minis, and get a better look at them. And I'm going to actually post this up on our Discord, this picture up on our Discord in our general chat. And if you want to join our Discord, you'll be able to see it there, and you'll actually be able to download it and see the big version of the picture. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and vote on this, and when we come back in 10 minutes, we are going to give away one of these badass minis. I will go ahead and turn this down. We will see you guys. It's 9:37. We'll be back at 9:47, and we will see you guys then for the giveaway and to continue the story. Be back in a bit. and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you very much for your time. And we are oh so content in the nice and simple storylines that we've laid out for you guys, and how little trauma we've all experienced this evening. And
Who
it's just
are
been a
you? Where's
warm,
Ray?
fuzzy hug. I think it's wonderful.
Did the pod people like show up?
I was like, where's Ray?
What?
Not him.
All right, so we left off with everyone, with the group separating, with Emery's, Sunny, Rosaline, and Finn are going to take the Trod and go straight to San Francisco, and Pandora, Mark, Vera, and Penny are going to go with Tati, and they're going to go back to the bookshop, the Couch and Quill. So, Rosaline, you said you needed to do something before you went on the Trod?
Yes.
Excuse me.
It is a thing that she can do. It is under Dreamcraft.
Mm-hmm.
It is find the silver path. I kind of want the two. I don't know if I could do both realms, but it is actor and fae, so I can tell who else is walking the path, which is the silver path, which is the Trod.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know who is all walking on the path before we even go.
Okay. So how does it give any indication of how far it goes along the path, or does it tell you the entire path?
The silver path is invisible to all fae most of the time. If a changeling leads the path while traveling through the Trod, however, she is good as lost, even 25 feet away, and any companions on it simply melt from view. The cantrip is vital to finding the path. Again, it's also used to divining the difference between the true path and the false one caused by mischievous chimera. Finally, it can be used to employ in limited fashion to tell who or what else may be using the Trod. It doesn't say how far.
So basically what it does is it detects, it's pretty much a localized thing.
Yeah, it
lets
depends
you-
on the successes.
Yeah. And it basically is going to let you know if anything nearby is utilizing your Trod to either follow you or get out of the dreaming, that type of thing.
Yeah. If I get 5 successes, it's the entire path that I'll
All right.
know.
All right. So are you going to make a roll?
Yeah, so what do I need? I know I need to do one for the realm. I need to do one, because I'm trying to figure out actor and fae on there.
It would be, it's going to be, the effect is going to be seen. Because it's going to be affecting everything involved with this.
Okay, because it says with realms, with actors, it's just anything other than fae.
Mm-hmm.
And then fae is finding out if fae are walking the path as well currently.
Does it say anything for seen?
That is, you could find the path.
Oh, okay. Alright, so it'd have to be actor or fae. Well, it'll be fae for Chimera or other fae. There shouldn't technically be any actors in here.
Okay. Let's do the fae then.
How high is your fae?
3.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 4. Anything else that you need from me? Or is it just the arts and the realms?
No, it should have a roll.
It doesn't.
Oh boy. Hang on a second.
Yeah, it really doesn't say. Attribute wits. My bad. It's wits.
Okay, give me 1 second. We're not getting any sound.
Damn.
Who broke the sound this time?
I don't know.
It was me.
Let me see if I can just rehook these up and it'll filter.
Can we just blame Ares? Ares is gonna.
Okay, the poor dog.
Hello? Can you hear us now? I did look its wits.
Can you guys hear us now?
Can you hear us? La 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 la.
Takes
la,
a
la.
few
Hello
moments to
there.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so Finn gets 3 strikes.
Finn gets 3 strikes.
He gets 3
Bet.
strikes. He gets 3 strikes. And that
Okay.
includes mistakes.
Still nothing.
Okay, 1 mistake, that's a strike. 2, that could be a coincidence. 3, that's a pattern. He's dead.
Okay. All right.
Just saying.
Like valid.
He gets 3 strikes.
Okay. The only thing I can think to do at this point is restart OBS again.
Woo!
Because we have audio on the audio features on OBS. So it should be working.
So about the strikes, I think there should be
So about the
tiers.
strikes. These
They just serenaded me with Chicago.
Bunch of fucking theater
Can you
kid.
hear us?
What?
Who are you asking?
We gotta see if they're all back in the room yet.
Yay!
Sound.
Okay. I did double check its wits for what I need to do.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Difficulty?
Let's say it's a 7.
Wait, what's plus what?
What's up,
Wits
what?
plus my realm, which is Dreamcraft, and then my whatever Fae. So
Okay.
hold on. 7? Okay. 4 and 5. 5 successes.
All right.
Woo!
So I will know along the entirety of the path.
So along the entirety of the path, as you walk onto the trod, there is nothing actively on it other than yourselves.
Okay.
Of course, you can't feel Vera or Penny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, are they enchanted?
I think everybody is still technically enchanted
gave
if they
them
had the
the-
shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can feel Penny and you can feel Vera, but they feel like really weak chimera-ish because they're enchanted. And you can feel yourself and Finn, and there doesn't seem to be anything else on the trod.
On the trod. Okay, good.
But you have a long way to go.
Yep.
And that doesn't last longer than 1 instance, right?
It does not specify.
Okay. Let's see here.
It lasts for a turn, which is 1 minute.
Yeah, it just says 5 successes can detect anywhere on the path.
Okay. I've switched over to my headset, so I'm going to go ahead and go let my stupid dog in, but I'm going to keep talking.
Okay.
So when you're walking the trod, it just goes, like you said, it just does the whole path. So are you going to keep doing this more than once, or are you just going to leave it at that?
She's gonna do it more than once. It'll be every 100 yards.
Wow. Okay. All right. Do me a favor, make me 2 more rolls.
Sweet. Oh god, hold on. I gotta double check what dice I need real quick, because I am having a moment. Wee!
Take it.
Nutella.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's a pretty new jar too. It's mostly full.
Yep.
Difficulty still 7, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Grimoire
stuff is not allowed in my
wants to know if
house.
you're going to share that, Pandora.
4 successes on the
Yeah,
first
that's why I'm
one.
holding it up to the camera. I'm sharing.
4 successes in the first one?
Yep.
Okay.
And then 5 successes on the second one.
Okay, good enough. All right. So you begin walking along the trod. The dreaming on a trod is very different. Whereas normally the dreaming is this chaos. And it's like fractured images, different things coming through, things becoming solid because the imaginings that are happening in the real world. and then you could end up walking through a forest for a while, just because. But when there's a Trod, the Trod maintains some semblance of order out of the chaos and gives you a path to follow. And that path allows you relatively safe passage. Now, there are still very powerful Chimera that live in the Dreaming that can access paths, and there's even Chimera that actively hunt along paths. So, and you know this because of you're a Fae. As you're moving along the path, and you're walking literally for like about half an hour. So it's more than 300 yards. I just did that to get an average of what your rolls would be like. So you're actively kind of doing almost like a sonar ping along the thing.
Ding, ding,
But as you move along the path, about half an hour into the walk, Finn's like walking beside you, and as he kind of like looks ahead, he says, "It shouldn't be much more than another hour." He says, and we're going to be coming into my basement in my house, which technically is your basement in your house. He says, but we will be coming into the basement. He says, there is already a security and detail in place at the house. He says, I have both magical and physical protections around the house. He says there shouldn't be any problems once we get there. He says, I don't know if you want to rest or if you need to go right away to this meeting.
I don't know where we're even meeting yet.
Says, I take it this creature knows how to get in touch with you.
Yes.
How do they do that?
They have I think a vassal. Okay. So like those really beefy muscle men that have no necks and they look like clouds.
Yeah.
That's him, and he sounds really high pitched.
A eunuch? Oh my good lord. People still do that?
I guess.
That's barbaric.
Did she keep the balls?
So
Pandora, shush. We're dealing with trauma.
Oh no, that was me. That wasn't Pandora.
So you begin walking down the path. You're still walking down the path, and
Good to know you kept souvenirs.
at about 15 minutes later, as you guys are now discussing the barbarism of creating eunuchs in any culture, as you've been walking down the path, you feel something on the path ahead. It is large. It is powerful.
She holds her arm out to stop everybody. She's like, hold on.
And as you look ahead, for the past 5-10 minutes, you've been walking through what looks to be hills of rolling green clover. It's a dappled day. There's always a weird mist in the Dreaming, and there's no direct light, but it almost always is daylight in the Dreaming. It's almost never not night. And yes, the hills are alive with the sound of music. But as you're sitting there and looking at the Trod, and feeling the Trod, sensing along the Trod, whatever this is, it is big enough that it is completely blocking the path forward on the Trod, and it is not moving.
Oh dear.
It is the Trod kind of goes around a bend, around a hill, and it's just around that bend.
Well, there's something in the way up ahead, and it's massive, and it's not moving.
And Finn says, do you want me to scout ahead and take a look?
Yeah, go scout ahead.
You hear
We'll
Finn.
follow along slowly, so you don't get out of my sight.
He's like, oh, Sorry, I don't do that type of scouting. And he kind of goes, just brings his hand up from him. As he brings his hand up, he just fades from view.
What?
Just
what?
keep walking forward. Just keep walking forward.
But you said that there was something ahead.
Yes, but however, we need to keep walking forward. She'll point behind you. You don't see anything behind. You don't even see the path behind you because with the trods and everything, with the silver path, you can't see 25 feet in front of you or 25 feet behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna trust you here.
Yeah, just think about it. What your Tati said. You just keep going. You just keep going. We might have to climb over this thing, but you know we're gonna be fine.
Okay, is this
Just keep swimming. Just keep
okay?
swimming.
Just gonna
Yes,
keep
yes.
going.
Isn't that Finding Nemo?
It is.
Wow, a reference you actually got right.
So
That's
you
good.
guys are slowly walking ahead,
Yeah.
going on the silver pod. A few after, not even like you haven't even really started rounding the bend. Finn suddenly appears on the path in front of you, but he is like running flat out as he appears.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
And he says,
Dude, what's happening?
he kind of slides to a stop, and he stops and he says, I don't know how it got here.
What is it?
What got here?
The Balor's Eye.
I'm sorry, what?
The Balor's Eye.
Would I know what this is?
It's a one-eyed giant. It's like the.
Shouldn't have fucked with the ring.
It's like a
Right.
in
Right.
legend. It is a progenitor giant. It is the first giant.
So many progenitors. Okay.
But it's a creature of legend, so who knows if it's the actual thing or just a manifestation of the legend.
Is it mad? Is it angry?
It is sitting on the path. Sorry, standing on the path, blocking the way.
Why?
It's facing this way, and it has a huge spiked mace in its hands.
Oh!
That answers the question I was going to ask, which was, is it armed?
Okay, hold on. There is a possibility it is a manifestation and it's not real.
Okay. How do we tell?
Someone fights it. Pausing there. Switching back over to everyone else who is going back with Tati. As you enter into this between place, and you begin striding forward, you all are moving for only a few steps before everything dissolves around you. Pandora, as you are more braced for it this time, you kind of see everything swirl and develop. And as it comes back into focus, you are running flat out, loping along, your four legs striding in those giant leaps of a wolf, moving and covering ground. You are running. You can feel your tongue hanging out. You can feel the expressed joy of doing and what you are made to do. Ahead of you, there's a herd of deer being chased through the forest. Around you, you feel the rest of the pack. You feel the alpha directing the hunt. You feel the beta as she takes a smaller group off to the flank to try and single out weaker prey. You stay with the main group as they begin trying to run down deer and separate out the weaker ones for the smaller pack to take down. And you keep on, and you're moving through this, and you feeling the explicit joy of being part of this family and this group, and feeling that incredible unity of working together to provide for each other. You can feel all of that. And then you come back and you're sitting in the quilling couch. You're in a chair. Your chair. And you're by yourself. And you see that Malik is at the counter. You see Penny making someone coffee. You see Rosaline is walking through the shelves looking at different books. You see Sunny as she's sitting there kind of cross-legged in another chair across the way. She's sipping tea and she's got a book in her lap. You see Vera, and she is kind of sitting over to one side. And she is just leaning up against the wall and kind of just like people watching, just watching everyone move around. And you see Mark, and he is sitting in a chair almost like yours, directly across from you. And he's kind of like sitting there, and he's like cross-legged in the chair, and he's like, his hands are just resting on his knees. And he looks at you, and he says, "It's never the same, is it?"
Well, it's fine. This is my spot anyway.
Is it really?
Yeah, this is where I go.
It is?
And I like it this way.
You do.
Yeah.
Then why, when you rest and feel well, do you run through the woods with other wolves?
That's doggy brain.
Is it? Or
Yeah.
is it your brain? Why do you keep on trying to separate yourself?
I don't have to try. I always end up on the outside anyway.
End up or choose to be?
I mean, I didn't choose to leave home when I got fucking outed. I didn't choose to get fucking basically kicked out of the Furies for shit I had nothing to do with. I didn't choose any of that shit.
Did you get kicked out of the Furies or did you leave? I have never, aside from some of the greatest dishonorable acts, heard of anyone being banned from their tribe.
If there's nothing wrong with me, then I'm not changing it. I don't care what they think it means. My body works the way it does, and they didn't like that, but I'm healthy, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with the way it works. And so if it's, if it's self-mutilation or end up on the outside again where I live anyway, big fucking whoop. I end up on the outside again.
Do you know what the greatest difference between the wolves and the men is?
No, teach me.
With man, there are laws and there are rules. With man, there is ethics and codes and things that must be followed and abided by. All these weaken the individual. But when it comes to wolves, the only thing that matters is how strong is your conviction. How far are you willing to go to fight? Do you want to change things? You have tooth and claw. You can rise. You can lead.
But that's the thing. I don't want to. I'm fine by myself, dealing with myself. At least I can trust myself to listen to me and understand me and not whatever. Yeah. This isn't even real. Okay, if you were the actual Mark, I would be whooping your ass for talking to me like this. Okay, you're not my therapist.
So as
Right.
you're kind of like moving, shuffling in your chair, trying to get comfortable again, and you look up, you're looking across at yourself.
Ugh. Come on.
And as you look across, it turns into your wolf sitting in the chair. And the wolf's eyes just look at you. Then it just throws its head back and lets out the howl that you recognize. A howl that means one of the pack is lost.
Do any of us hear that?
You're not there.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
went
say,
down the
Hence my
trod.
question.
This is her personal hell.
This is her personal hell.
Well, yes, but we are your found family. I'm just wondering, if your
None
personal
of you are
hell...
werewolves, and none of you are actually present with her. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vera's walking through hell at the moment.
yeah.
Um,
Vera,
hi.
hi. You are walking down an alley in a city. You're hungry. You're hunting. You come up to an alley, a doorway in the alley that has a neon sign over it that says the Sin Bin, which is just as likely a place to find some snack as another. You open the door and there's a set of stairs going down. You descend. You can hear a loud techno beat crashing up the stairs at you. You get down to the bottom of the stairs and there's an open area where there's a bouncer and a couple of bouncers and a little ticket booth. As you walk up, there's like $5. And you like plop down your money, and you turn the corner. And as you turn the corner, there is a huge basement that is like just rafters and pillars holding up like about a 15-foot tall roof. And at the other end of the basement, there is a huge DJ ensemble with lights going and strobing, and there's light rigs up in the ceiling that are like dancing around. And there is just a bunch of club kids, full-on rave happening. And they are going absolutely wild. And the absolute just release of any type of inhibitions. They are dancing carelessly, slamming into each other. Occasionally you see a punch thrown, but it never really evolves into a fight because the throng is always just moving. To your left, as you come through that door, there is a long bar that is crowded with people belly up against it and other people trying to push through and order drinks. There's no stools, no chairs. There is like half a dozen bartenders just fighting to hear the people's orders over all the noise. As you come walking in, there is a man and a woman who are kind of standing in this very small open area near the entrance. And they're both holding drinks in their hands, and they're talking. And as you walk in, The man looks up and sees you. And he kind of like smiles and he nods. And then he leans down and whispers something in the woman's ear. The woman is in a long black dress and wearing a hood. Not a hood, but a cape with a hood. And the woman looks up and she turns around and you see the curly red hair. And she kind of lights up and she smiles and she says, "Where have you been?" You're muted.
That's fine. Ivy's internally screaming.
She says, "We have been waiting forever." She says, "Look, everything is going perfectly, all right? You don't have to be so uptight. The club is doing well. I've got everything under control. I don't know why you keep coming in and checking on me."
I'm just worried something will happen to you.
Like what? We're immortal. You said it yourself. When you offered me this, I know that I said no. But now, I don't even know what I was thinking. Every night reminds me of why this was the right choice.
Sphinx, back up!
I swear to God!
Back up right now! Back up right now!
She says, "Everything we do for each other." And she kind of lays her arm on the gentleman standing in front of her, and she says, "All three of us." She says, "Because together we can stand against anything and anyone." She says, "How long has it been? Almost 100 years now? Over 100 years?
Something like that.
There is nothing that can break us apart. There is nothing that can take us down. We have weathered every single storm. I just hope you'll stop fretting. It's been so long, and you've worked so hard to make sure we had this safety."
There's two of me now. Why?
There's cologne.
There we go.
Okay, there
That
we go. Woo. And
that
everything
was
got
so
moved
cool.
around.
I'm
This is-
sorry. My computer just completely just
That's okay.
had a
I was like,
moment.
there's
That's
two
okay.
M's.
But I'm just going to leave it like this because we're almost wrapping up anyway. So she says, we can't predict everything, but you got to stop worrying like this is going to end. I know you keep on saying that you feel like something's coming. You feel like this is too good to be true. But you got to remember it is true. And that is why you gotta start relaxing and enjoying this. This is us forever. I thought this is why you did what you did. Why you made me what I am. Why you let me make Bruno. She says, "You know that this is everything we wanted. Strength, safety, home. Why don't you enjoy it?"
I think Gia's gonna kind of slowly, reach out and cup right here on her cheek.
She kind of leans into your hand. She closes her eyes.
Because you didn't want it.
How could I have known what I was saying no to? when you came back the next night and you did it anyway, I hated you. Right up until you showed me what it meant. Showed me what the night is actually about. There is nothing now that I would not do to have to have made my stubborn ass not wait one entire day to start this life with you.
It's not true.
What's not true?
This, you told me no.
I know, and then you came back the next night. What?
This is not true. You told me no.
And then you came back.
I didn't.
What are you talking about?
She's gonna look to the very tall gentleman. I haven't seen you in years.
He kind of says, I'm sorry? I mean, I've been here. I don't know. I talked to you just the other day. You know, we had that problem with that gangrel who came in here and made a kill and didn't clean up the mess, and we had to get rid of the body, and I had... You don't remember any of that?
She's gonna slowly, like, retract the hand from this woman's face.
She looks at you and she says, is something wrong? Did something happen to you?
You told me no.
And
you ran from me.
I know. Well, come on. It was shock. How could I not say no when the woman I love comes out and says, oh, by the way, I'm an undead monster and I want you to join me. And look, fangs. That's not normal. I mean, now it is. She says, and it's really hard to put on makeup without a mirror, let me tell you.
You always looked beautiful.
I know.
I know.
She kind of chuckles and she says, look, you're making way too much of this. I tell you what. Let's just get out of here. The club runs itself now. Let's go home. Let's just spend a night in our nest. Just the three of us. We'll talk. We'll make sure everything is working the way we want it to work. You obviously, something's happened. You need to tell us. You're not ready to do it here, and this is not the place to have this type of conversation. And she takes you by the hand. She begins walking towards the door, and she takes you up the stairs to the entrance. You guys, she kind of like looks back at you and she smiles, and she says, "Everything is gonna be fine." And she opens the door, and as she opens the door, something splashes all over her, and she begins to scream as smoke starts coming off of her. And she kind of like stumbles aside, and you see outside the door, there is a group of people. There are 6 women, 2 men, and there's a vehicle parked in the alley. The women are all wearing nuns' cassocks and outfits. As they come at you, they fan out in a semicircle around the door. And in Latin, one of the women begins praying a benediction. And as she begins praying, you feel this awful burning sensation as you understand the word of God is being used in your presence. You throw yourself back down the stairs. Bruno says, "What's going on?" and tries and shoots past you as you throw yourself down the stairs. He runs out. You hear a hail of automatic gunfire. And then a round device comes flying down the stairs, And as it hits the ground, this iridescent light just explodes out of it everywhere. When you come to, you are in pain. You are laying at the bottom of the stairs. And you can hear this noise. Tick, drag, clop. Tick, drag, clop. And a figure walks into view. The light above you is blinded, is basically causes it to be silhouetted. But it moves to one side. You see the Rector Mother. She is old. She is ancient. She is just on her last days. She has a horrible scar running down the left side of her face. Her eye is completely cataract over and blind. And she looks down at you. And she says, "This is the way it would have been for you had we let you take her. And it always would have ended this way. And when we find you, we will make sure it ends this way. Remember, the Lord loves you, child. And He will not let you leave His light for the darkness. He will find you all. He will set you on the right path. Now you have friends to attend to, and duties to see to. So I'm going to send you back on your way. Just know, no matter what, this is how it ends." And she raises up her walking stick that she's been using, and you see when she raises it up, it pops out of the little cap at the end of it, and there is it's a wooden point, and she drives it down into your chest. And you are coming out of the tunnel on the other side.
I immediately start desperately looking around for who is around me.
And you fall immediately to sleep, because where you are now, it's daylight. You recognize that you've walked out into the living area of Emery's home. Pandora, you come out of the disc of light, and you see Vera laying on the ground. She is obviously in one of her torpor straits. She kind of fell on her face, so as you roll her over, she has blood tears just running down her face. And she's actively crying, even though she's
Is that possible?
not conscious.
She's like stiff, right?
Yep. No.
Is
Yep.
she, like,
You don't go. You're not like you're like an actual
like
corpse.
asleep.
You're
Like when
floppity.
you're- Yeah, like
Oh,
when you're,
okay.
yeah.
I've never been around a corpse, so I don't know.
It's like a corpse before rigor mortis.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And is she so she's crying, but like is
Yeah.
she
You
kind of,
see new tears well up in her eyes and roll down her face.
does she have an expression, or is her face like blank?
Her expression is it's sorrow,
Yeah.
but it's not also not moving. It's like it's locked in that position.
Okay. I'm gonna scoop her. Like don't know where to put my hands. I'm gonna put like what? Like I can't. I'm going from like 2 sentences to be like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Penny
scoop
comes
her.
out of the walkway, followed by Tati, and Penny kind of looks down. It's like, what the? Oh, it's daylight. She's like, oh, I hope she didn't. Did she bang her head or something?
Look at her. I think something's wrong.
And Penny looks down at her and is like, And Tati kind of steps forward and she kneels down beside Vera, and she says, she just shakes her head and she says, "It is not always this bad."
What do you mean? What happened?
The dead experience what they bring with them. They are dead, so they bring death.
I'm gonna start headed for her little room.
Yep. Lay her in her coffin?
Yeah, and find something to wipe her face. I don't want to just like leave her like.
You don't want to leave me like bloodied.
I was gonna say
Yeah!
it's blood, so it's just gonna smear all over the place. You
Oh my
actually have to
God.
wash the blood off.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to wipe it and see what happens and be like,
Smear.
Oh, yeah, like I'm gonna go and try and find something to.
Penny
do a
comes
better
in and
job.
she's like,
Washcloth,
"Just
baby wipe.
let her rest. I don't know what's going on. We'll talk to her when she wakes up." She said, "I just checked the time. So it's like not even 20 minutes after we left. So we've got a long time before she actually wakes up." And Penny kind of looks down at Vera in the coffin. She's like, "I just hope she's not still experiencing whatever that was."
Can I put like something to just like absorb it?
You can put a towel under her head so it can run down and collect in the towel.
Yeah, like I feel like it's
Yeah.
rude to just
I know,
leave
she's
her.
got,
Please
like,
don't
really
feel
nice
like
silk-
coughing up with blood.
She's got,
Like
Yeah.
she's got nice silk pillows in here, and I don't want to get them.
Yeah, I
ruined,
don't. I really don't want to leave this to just make a mess. That.
So I'll get a towel.
Yeah.
Penny walks out. All right. I think that's a good place to wrap up for the evening.
Hey, who won the mini?
Oh shit!
Right.
Well, everything went to such chaos, man. I'm sorry. Let's do the drawing.
that's fine. Ivy's totally good.
Let's go drawing. If anyone has not typed it, please type !mini into chat. This contest went way longer than normal, but we had a whole bunch of technical issues, and we apologize for that. But if you want your chance to win the mini, type !chat. And I think the only vote we had for the mini was for that angel warrior down in front, so we will give that one away. It is... Whoa. It is... Whoa. There it goes. All right, the mini we're giving away is this guy on the right, Ariel the Holy. And we're gonna give him away. I'm gonna print him out for you guys. We're gonna give him away to one lucky winner. If you have not done so, once again, pass !mini. I think everyone's in there. So 3, 2, 1, and pick a winner.
Oh God, my box is growing.
I think I've actually got almost all yours printed out too, so I'll just add this one into the queue and get it out sooner. So, all right, let's go. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you to all my players for enduring the
Emotional damage.
Oh, the ice cream sandwiches. Oh, I'm sorry.
27 years.
You know
of
what? You can also force
this damage.
Ivy to actually enter, so she can get 2 chances to win, because she can just send you the mini.
I'll just take it to him.
Let's take
Okay,
it.
how many bits to make her do that?
What?
Emotional damage.
So
I'm a little busy over here.
Yeah.
Crying tears of blood.
even when you're dead.
Ah!
By the way, there's a whole debate on whether vampires dream or not. The actual thing is, they technically in White Wolf don't, but certain things can cause them to dream.
Mm-hmm.
This is on auto repeat.
Fuck.
So I guess we're having nuns for dinner because,
Oh my God.
like,
Oh my God.
Is this heifer still alive? Do we need to go on a mission? when we
Hey,
get back to
seriously,
San
what the
Francisco?
fuck? What kind of necromancy bullshit does she have going on that is keeping her
is
breathing?
Eris gonna have to burn down a church?
Oh,
worry,
no.
Oh,
Gonna
dear
have to burn
Lord.
down a church?
I already did that.
All right.
How do you think I got to Emrys?
So,
Churches first.
I
Since-
have also.
since
burned
Ivy was the
down
last
churches.
recipient of damage, Ivy gets to go first.
Ooh,
Ivy,
great.
how are you doing?
Emotional.
So, we're going to do something new. Because normally we just give out 3 XP. And that's just because that's why we're doing it. What I'd like to do this time is I'd like each one of you to vote for a favorite scene or person in a scene, and that person will get 1 extra XP. And then we'll let chat, if they want to, will vote as well. So, but we'll start with you, Ivy. What was your favorite scene? What was your favorite part? And who was your favorite person in part?
I'm not gonna lie, loving Pandora with the like, I'm just gonna straight up stop this proposal mid-proposal. Be like, no.
Yes,
Excellente. So we have 1 vote for Pandora from Ivy. Thank you very much, Ivy. And
I
Ivy, where can
concur.
people find you?
Yeah, so I'm Gaming the Girl on every social media. You can find me Mondays over on Dice Cream Sandwich playing Feral, where we are currently facing some of our BBEGs, which is fun. Find me every Tuesday here, and in the future, probably over on my own channel as well as here more often.
Excellent, thank yous. Also, so that's 1 vote for Pandora, and let's go and jump over to Jessica. What was your favorite scene of the evening?
My favorite scene of the evening was, let's see, when Rosaline finally stopped fighting and she took the ring. I'm pretty sure that's when all the shit went down. She should not have actually done that. I mean, I like it because, I dig the charm and everything of her intended. He kind of rocked on that shit.
Excellent, thank you very much.
So
And
there
of
we
course, Jessica is our social media manager here at Dinner and a Game. She
Sorry.
handles our Facebook page, and she makes sure that we have tons of content for you guys to check out every single week, or every single day, actually. If you guys want to check that out, you can find all of our social links in our link tree, and also for all the other sites we have where we have contests going, all that's in there as well. Thank you very much, baby. And that's 1 vote for Rosaline. Mark.
Yes.
Jonathan, what was your favorite scene tonight?
I'm trying to pick like one.
That's a mood.
That's a mood. I'm kind of tempted to pick like Vera's trauma, honestly.
Oh.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Jonathan. Love you.
Well, it's okay. We're gonna see that scene again because evidently it's on repeat. So wait,
Yeah.
I think again next week too.
We love that.
Excellent, thank you very much. And Jonathan is one of our old school daggers. He's here because we love him and he loves gaming and he just wants to play. So Jonathan doesn't really do any other creations on social media that he wants to advertise. So we respect his privacy and we even use fake names for him. All right, so Milagros, what was your favorite scene of the evening?
I really liked. I liked so much of it. I'm literally like scrolling through it, just making sure that I like have everything. I am not gonna have daddy issues on main this time. I was gonna choose Emery's little exchange with Penny. But instead I'm gonna pick Mark in the fucking book.
Yes.
And that shit
Yes.
was funny as hell. It sounds extremely cursed. Again, I don't know any of the lore of this game. So, and like M and Sphinx were both freaking the fuck out was just added to it because he was just behaving so absurd and they looked like he just unleashed Satan. So like that was great. And I love the image of him like just staring at this book that he cannot fucking read, just out of sheer spite. That was great.
Love it.
Thank you. And where can folks find you, Milagros?
They can find me on and off on TikTok. Still trying to get through my last semester of school, and it is kicking my entire butt. But if you want to see me,
do it.
It's my last semester. I'm so close, which is not good because my motivation to do homework has evaporated. But if you want to see me consistently, I am here with Dinner and a Game Tuesdays and Wednesday nights for Emerald Sanctums and then Kingdoms of Mist. And then whatever else Ray comes up with, I'm just going to keep showing up. He can't get rid of me.
Well, I'm not the one who's coming up with something next, but we'll make that announcement in a minute. So, Em,
Hi.
what was your favorite scene of the evening?
Okay, Mark with the church chicken. The caged chicken. Mark
That was
with
my
just
runner-up.
Just the canes chicken. Just the canes chicken.
No, Churches is the other place.
No, churches is the other place.
Thank you very much. And where can people find you, Em?
Okay, so there's some changes this week.
Oh.
Tomorrow you can find me on Grimm's Songbird at 6 p.m. MST. We are doing a patron one-shot where all of the players are dressing up as their patrons and we're playing D&D. It's going to be interesting. There is Lady Alora, Ari the Bard, Patroness of Lore, Eldritch Author, myself, and the DM is our lovely Songbird the Bard.
Come hang out with me in the chat.
Yep. Excellent.
Oh, and Giggle Girl Productions is also playing as well. And then Friday, you can find me on Vampiric Touch ENT for Exalted. And then this Friday at midnight EST. Sorry, Saturday morning, if we want to be technical. You can find me on the Cantrip Cast. Brandon, the DM, is launching their 24-hour Kickstarter that day for his new book, Retanuki Island. So come see me play at 12 in the morning for D&D.
24-hour streams are a thing, yo.
Yep.
Excellent.
And that is it for this week.
That's good. Actually get some rest. Especially with a 20-hour.
Not really, no. I have my trauma DM for my home game on Saturday, so no.
Well, there you go. Can't escape all the trauma.
Nope.
And Sphinx, what was your favorite scene for the evening?
Oh,
Although I
man.
think we have a winner now, pretty sure.
It is a tie for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have to pick one, but it's picking between, and I'm so sorry, best friend, between Vera's trauma and Mark being absolutely petty about the book. And I'm gonna go with my gut, with my very first mind, and say that it is Mark being absolutely petty.
Our clear winner for the evening is Mark. I don't even need to vote because there's nothing to no tie to break. And that's, oh, by the way, that's the only time I'm ever going to vote is if we have a tie.
Okay.
So that will be the rules for this from now on. Mark, you may have an extra experience point. Everyone else has 3. Mark has 4. And everyone, chat, if you guys ever want to vote on this, just put up your favorite scenes in the chat. Let us know what you want, and your votes will be counted as well. And so thank you all very much for being here tonight. Thank everyone. It was a freaking fun time. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. Things seemed to stabilize towards the end. I have no idea what was going on. Remember, there is no Kingdom of Mist tomorrow night. We are gathering here to set up our new stream with our new stream folks, and we're going to announce that all tomorrow is going to be posted up on the Discord and the Facebook. We're going to introduce the new cast, and but we're not going to do that live. I'm just going to do that and post on Discord and everything like that, and Facebook. So just go ahead and make sure that you follow those to find out who's joining Kingdoms of Mist. And we love the guys from Obliviously Adventurous, Rome and RJ. They just had some major changes to their schedules come up, and so they, real life always comes first. It's the first rule of Dinner in a Game, and they had to drop. So, but luckily we have some really great friends who are really, really nice, and we're willing to jump right in. So we're going to continue with Kingdoms of Mist, and but we're just taking another week off to get the final preparations done. So please join us in a week from now for Emerald Sanctums, and in 2 weeks from or a week from tomorrow, I should say, for the next edition of Kingdoms of Mist, where there'll be lots of changes. Does anyone have anyone they want to raid?
I don't know.
Let me see. Vampiric Touch ENT is on. ADH Adventures is on. Perception Studio is on.
Tales.
Critical Role is live.
Oh, that's right. It's their watch party stuff.
Watch party.
They don't need a raid.
No.
Probably not.
Vancouver by Night is also playing.
Oh yeah, Vancouver is also
So who do you guys want to do? I'll let you guys vote.
Hold on. Let me double check something real quick. Things,
Double checking.
New York.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
Nope. Things in New York is not live right now. So okay.
So
Emotional damage.
thanks. Who do you want to go raid?
Me? Huh? Oh, what?
Quick, make a choice. Quick.
ADH Adventures, go! Ha!
Done.
Yes.
M.
Apparently the ship is sinking.
Okay. Well, we'll go watch ADH Adventures Drown
The
then.
Rory and Ash ship is sinking. Apparently.
Okay, that's cool. We're going to go watch a ship sink. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be ADH Adventures. There are more creators on Terra TikTok. Remember, show them love. Let them know Dinner and Game sent you. Remember, small creators, all we want is your love. Just give us a follow, and that will make our day. Also, be sure to join us back here, like we said, in a week. Remember, take care of yourself. Wear a mask everywhere you can, because it's just as bad as it ever was, no matter what anyone else tells you. We want you to come
Same
back
as
and be
it ever
safe and join
was.
us again here on Dinner and a Game. At Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table. We want you to come back and join us at that table. So please do everything you can to make sure that you are coming back. And we love you guys. We'll see you in 7 days.
There will be no white flag
Our
upon my
rating.
door.
Thank you, Sphinx.
I'm in love.
I'm so glad you picked up on it.
Will be.
I will throw my hands up and surrender.
So did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was excruciating.
Okay, I can say this now. Like the previous session, Finn pulled a sovereign move on her.
Oh yeah.
Which one was it, to be exact? I have it in my DMs.
Also, Vera's crying blood right now.
Yeah, poor baby.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
I was not expecting Ray to pull up on that stuff.
I was sitting
That
there
was
like,
fun.
oh shit, oh shit.
Had to
Ben
give
was
you
like,
the,
wait,
had to
was
give you the
something weird
future
and tell me?
possibilities.
I wasn't expecting you to throw him at me so soon already. That's why I was like, oh shit, no, there's somebody
Well, how
else.
many more times am I going to trap you in a
Bruno. We've
supernatural
never
tunnel
talked
where I
about
can torture
Bruno.
you with your past?
I mean, you're right.
Probably
I wasn't
hundreds, but
prepared
we're not
see
going to
him
talk about
yet.
that.
I was not prepared to see him yet. I was like, oh, well, there he is.
I was not expecting you to throw that stuff for Pandora at me, which was very fun. I wish I was all cool